All right, now we're live.
Whoa.
What's up?
It's about that recap.
Have y'all heard of this great company called...
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
They're out there. All right. Cool.
I'm not suited to recap.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either, to be honest.
All
I
right,
didn't take any notes.
Gingu told Sersh that should he ever die, not to resurrect him. Ojutai informs Kenny of Io. Kenny asks about proof. Ojutai doesn't totally tell Kenny that the ring's gonna like balance out both. Rango gives Cormit the Ring of Invisibility, which has proven very, very good. Made good use of it. Sersh speaks with Ojutai. Sersh casts the Legend of Lore on the Black Dragon Mask. The mask was not bestowed by Io. In the last days, Io was present. Powerful followers created the masks to help the chosen followers. 2 died, other 3 missing. Black Dragon Mask was from someone who died and was buried with them in the grave near Hack's Cave. Daryl is still working on getting my scrolls. Rango did contact other plane with Io. Asked if the Chosen One was on the ship. Got a maybe. Asked if the Chosen One is in Brandicore. Got a maybe. Asked if the green, blue, white wearers were survivors. No. Asked if the white mask wearer was a survivor. No. Asked if any of the survivors had turned to aid Tiamat. No. We got to the port. There were a bunch of ships. There were Golden Circle ships. There was a ship from Orkandi there, the SS Tempest. The Elders had taken control of the Wizard Tower. Celestials were all over the city, kind of like enforcing. I contacted Mama about the Golden Circle ships. She said that Papa sent them to basically help out, and that Valor had cut a deal with Papa to basically aid in removing Tiamat's presence. All of the Elders were at the tower. We dock at the tower and meet Imperius, who is Bahamut's emissary. He's a big celestial fucker, middle management type guy, according to Scotty. He's massive. Asks what we found. We have a fucking big bout where we kind of try to tell him part of the truth. It gets somewhat heated. He finally agrees to basically just follow whoever bears the ring until we get the job done. And the job that he suspects we want done is to rid the material plane of Tiamat. But yeah. And then we went to, a few of you went down to the bar and got Klein, Harold, and Oscar from the Hobbit Hole. And then we all regrouped at the tower. Gingu gave Constatory to Imperius. And we said we were going to take off to the White Mask Cave, and we talked with the Elders about logistically making it happen to where we were going to let them know when they should take off towards the mountain.
And then we took flight, yes?
We
are on the way?
about to take flight.
Eek.
Cool. So yeah, you guys have all kind of started gathering on the ship. Everybody's getting ready, prepared to travel. And the plan was kind of put in place, I believe, that you guys kind of talked with the Dragon Elders and the Celestials, kind of that by the time you guys had gotten to the White Dragon Mask, gotten it, and then gotten to kind of like the base of the mountain, they would also kind of be meeting up and linking up, and this would kind of be the push to kind of try to end this once and for all. So that is where we are.
And Sersh has the ring now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool.
Have debts. Have debts.
I'm in
In
debt.
debt. In debt. All right.
Well, I'll start setting this up en route to what's the map look like right now? Yeah, I'll start setting this up en route to just north of Deer Hobson's.
Let's get it.
What exactly is Admiral Pilla's voyage? Is that just like
So yeah, that is like a giant, like kind of like shipwreck.
Okay,
Where,
yeah.
like kind of like a small fleet, got
a
destroyed.
boneyard?
kind of just off the coast, and then kind of floated up onto the shore there.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll look for the
Uh,
broken down ships. That seems directly across from where it was described this cave was.
Yeah. All right. So you start getting ready to kind of prepare for travel. So you go up to the helm, start getting that ready. Impy Royce kind of floats off, kind of like to a little bit of a secluded part of the ship, and then starts having conversations with Constantori, just talking about random stuff. Cormit, you don't know where Cormit's at. Nobody can see him. Yeah, and then Oscar Klein and Harold are all just kind of shaking off a little bit of a drunken stupor. Yeah, so you guys are ready for voyage. Are y'all making your all's way?
What time is it?
Making it.
At this point, I would probably say you guys got here, I think, because you guys got done with Starmount. I think it was kind of like early morning when you guys got done with Starmount. You went over to Port Brannicore, and I think I said it was like a day's travel, half a day's travel, or something like that, I believe. So it's probably getting close to like nighttime.
And how long is the trek from here to the cave?
It's about half a day. You guys could probably get there by morning time. Fly
Okay.
through the night.
Okay. Then I'll start setting us en route. And then I'm gonna kind of set her on autopilot, kind of low, and I'll make my way down to, I don't know whereabouts is ever. Where's Sersh?
I'd say he's probably just or in and around his chamber somewhere inside.
All right. Well, I'll head down into the like big dining hall type area and head over towards Sersh's room. Sersh, kid, whip up one of those meals again, like you did the other day. It's gonna be probably be until morning until we arrive.
I can do that. Little
You know, for the
more
heroes,
salt
dude.
and pepper, less seasoning. What do we feel from last time? I'm open to notes.
How was it last time?
I think you guys said it was really, really good. I think it was like delicious.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Precisely like last time, Serge. It was wonderful. Spice it up a bit if you like. Try something new. I mean, you know.
Kind of off in a corner of the room. I would like less salt on mine. It dries me out.
Cormit.
I love the idea that Corbett has been invisible in the corner of my room. Shit.
Standing there watching.
He's ready, dude. I need to check my pockets, bro. I gotta fucking be looking out for this shit.
Yeah, if he's been in your room, then I mean.
I already know. Yes, I can do that.
Anybody else doing anything at this moment in time?
Is anybody on the deck with me?
And up on the deck, just looking over the rails for into the night a little bit before I went to bed.
Are you?
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
Oh my.
I'm gonna walk over to Ojitai and just lay my hands on the rails next to him and also look over the edge. Ojitai, do you ever see an end to all this?
Asking myself the same question lately.
Are you much for the histories?
I like to think so, but a lot of the history I believed growing up sounds like it was partly a fabrication. Used to say at this point.
And there were wars back then as well.
Instant. It wasn't one group here or there, it was another in a far off land.
So we fight one to fight another, to fight another. To what end?
All the great questions, isn't it?
Indeed. I'm just gonna stare off into the blackness of night.
It's a pretty clear night. And you guys are kind of facing off. Or which side are you gonna like facing more inland, or are you facing more out to the sea? Which side are you sitting on?
Facing whatever side is towards the Dragonback Mountains.
That would be more like
Looking
inland.
directly towards those.
Yeah. That's kind of like more like the front of the ship.
Yeah.
And so the night sky is kind of clear and starry, with the occasional kind of little bouts of combat going on up in the sky still, between these celestials and dragons. As you guys are making your way to the night sky. Kind of opposite of you guys is where Harold and Oscar and Klein are kind of all having a conversation amongst themselves. Kenny is kind of off on his own, and then up more towards kind of like the back of the ship is where MP Royce and Constantori are kind of hanging out at. Anybody else?
MP Royce lit Sersh out of his sight.
For now, he did.
Constantori is proving a perfect distraction. Where are the three Klein and Oscar and Harold?
Yeah.
Where are they?
They're on the opposite side, like water side of the deck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I assume that Sersh is getting this hero's feast together.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. I'll be right back, Sersh. And then I'm gonna head out onto the deck, and kind of like right in the middle of the deck, I'm gonna plop open the bag of holding and get this chest out, or rather plop it down and there be a chest, and open up the chest and kind of say over to Oscar and them, "Oi lads, get over here."
They kind of all start kind of wandering over there. Harold kind of puts out like a cigarette that he had like rolled and like throws it off the side of the ship. And then they all kind of walk over. What's going on?
We our troops not found great use out of most of this, but if you're tagging along, probably be of use. And then I'm going to kind of just start grabbing some magical items out.
Okay.
So I'm going to set out leather +3.
Okay.
Gonna set out a ring of spell turning. I will set out a potion of flying, a rapier +3, bracer of flying daggers, elven chain, wand of wonder,
Run out of room.
wand of web, revolver, and a spy's murmur. And whenever I get the spy's murmur out, I'll look over to Ojitai and Gingu. Are you still at the edge?
Yeah, I'm on the other edge.
Or, well, okay. Yeah, I'll let them look at those items.
And it was
First.
potion of flying was one of them, right?
Yes.
And then what was the one with the daggers? Was it?
Bracer of flying daggers.
Got it. I think that was the only two I missed. Cool. All right. So they kind of just look at you like this is like a lot of magical items just kind of put down in their face, and there's kind of a little bit of shock at first, and then they kind of kind of cautiously start going through, and then they start kind of rummaging through. Did you say Gangu's looking through as well?
No, I'm on the
Okay.
still looking over the edge.
Cool. Cool. They're gonna go through. Let me go ahead and pull up their stat sheets, and then I'll kind of decide which ones get what.
I'm pretty sure that I had presented all of these items to all of you guys at some point, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
For the most part.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just thinking because Gangu did give up a spell slot or a 2-minute slot, I think.
I did.
Constatory.
I did.
And by all means, if Gingu notices, would Gingu head over to try and fill one of those spells, a 2-minute slots?
I am a tunnel vision looking over the edge at the moment.
Okay.
I am a last come last serve kind of lad, you know.
I imagine one of these guys will probably take the ring of spell turning. I feel like that's probably what would be best. So it is funny to think of Gingu with the bracer of flying daggers.
Wait, I have to look it up. Hold on.
Just if you, well, never mind.
I got it pulled up.
Dude, I have to. Sad day. I still had from the last
Halentra?
Halentra entry. I still have Jared's
Oh, yeah, the machine.
rolls on here. I gotta erase him for space. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. the Infernal Machine.
Rest in peace. man. All that can go.
Well, I mean, are you sure you can erase it? We might need it in this campaign.
It get brought up in the Feywild.
That's true. Well, Jared's rolls won't be.
Oh, are they different? Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
The history
it's
of
just a list of his rolls. Yeah. I can erase those guys.
While
Y'all do
while
whatever
they're
y'all-
while they're rummaging,
We gotta do some housekeeping real fast.
Like, I'm gonna still be in front of the chest, and I'm gonna, or I guess I'll go over and approach Ojitai and Gingu.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to continue my conversation with Ojitai
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna.
as you're walking over.
Yep.
And, like, interject.
Oi, fellas. Are you still? You aren't still making use of those spies members, are you? You know the. I'll do this over my ears.
I don't think I ever had one.
I think we only had 3. Wait, no, I haven't been using it for a while now.
I'm kind of letting them have their pick of the lot, and I only had the one of mine. Could they have yours?
By all means, I'll look at Gingu, put a hand on his shoulder, and I'll step away for a minute towards the guys that are going through everything.
So you're going through as well right now?
No, I'm gonna go over there and just say, hey, a couple of things people might want to look at too, and I'll give them Spy's Murmur and the bookmark dagger.
Before Rango leaves, I'm gonna take out his hammer he gave to me a long, long time ago and hand it back to him. I have no use for this anymore, Rango.
A grin will come over my face and say, "You sure you don't want to keep it?"
Well, it's quite small for my taste now.
Oh, it's not that small. And then I'll take it.
What is this?
How do you use it?
Average.
It's just a normal hammer that he
Oh.
gave me a lot. When I didn't have a weapon one time, I just got handed a hammer by Rango.
No. I'm pretty sure it was from the when you took us to the Fae and I jumped back through and you didn't come through for days. I tossed it in, right?
I think I had it way before that. I think I had it before I even got the Wand of Orcus.
Well,
It's been
yeah.
in my inventory for a hot minute.
Yeah, that's because you going to the Fae was before Orcus.
No, it was after.
No, he had Wand of Orcus
He had
going
the
in.
wand.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm pretty sure there was a moment where I lost my original hammer, had no weapons, and you just gave me the hammer out of your inventory.
Well, it's not
It
that
was
small.
It was a basic hammer just in my inventory called Rango's hammer, so I'm returning it to its rightful owner. And then I'm just gonna go and look over the edge by myself again.
Do you whenever you hand it to me and I say it's not that small, well, if you want, there's some more goodies over here you could replace it with. I think you've seen the majority of them, but
I'll take what's left. I'll let them take yours first.
Well, Wand of Wonder and Wand of Web, they're not taken because none of them are spellcasters.
okay.
So those are still on the table.
Okay.
Somebody definitely took Potion of Flying.
Okay. Removing it.
The leather plus 3.
Oh, I'll set out 2 potions of flying. Actually, I didn't realize I had 2.
Oh, well, somebody took both of them.
Okay.
And then the rapier plus 3, the leather armor plus 3.
Those are gone.
Yep.
Okay.
And you now see Oscar wielding both of those.
You know, Rango, Port Barnacore was supposed to be my home. But I never made it. I get this unsettling feeling every time I'm here.
Nobody took the Elven Chain.
Well, And once all this is dealt with, we'll find a home for you. I'd say there's plenty places you'll be welcome.
And once this all is dealt with, who's to say it's not gonna just start all over with someone new? Who's to say we're ridding this world of evil? Maybe we are the evil.
You've been doing right by people.
Guess it's all a matter of perspective. My father told me I was supposed to come here and learn the histories. That sure would come useful right about now.
There'll be plenty of libraries left over once we're finished. Plenty of knowledge. Gotta finish the
Alright.
task at hand first.
So, the bookmark did not get taken. The hammer did not get taken.
Tell me what did get taken, if you can.
The revolver's gone.
Okay, the
flying
revolvers.
daggers are gone. The bracers of flying daggers.
Okay,
Both spies' murmurs are gone. The 2 potions of flying.
okay,
The rapier +3 and the leather armor +3.
okay,
And then everything else did not get touched.
okay. Are there any, like, bookshelves on this ship?
I'm sure, yeah.
Then I know that there's a case or two of books inside the what the water ship area is called.
Chambers.
The
hole?
chambers, the quarters, the hole.
Yeah, okay. There's a shelf or two full of books in the hole. If you have any interest, then by all means, they're free game.
They all just kind of look back at each other like. Harold kind of steps forward. We're not much for the reading type.
No. I'm saying that to Gingu.
Oh.
Yeah, after the comment on the libraries.
Well, shit. Thank God.
I thought he was talking to us.
Well, I think our actions are too far down to be reversed at this point, and what's the worth of knowledge of histories if we've already started?
I'd say it's always a value.
I guess so. Well, I'll go check him out. And,
About this time, Serge comes out. Who's hungry? Come get it! Holding a plate, wafting y'all's way, and then I'll just go back inside.
Klein is the first one. He loved your feast last time so much. You'll know I'd be in there for that. Takes off running straight in. Oscar and Harold kind of slowly follow. You turn back around and you see a plate kind of floating in the air, getting taken off to like some area of the ship, and then slowly pieces are disappearing off the plate. Yeah. Kenny this time kind of comes in and snacks a little bit on the feast. How many people can eat the feast?
That's a good question. Let me look. I think it just says like anyone who partakes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Might be a limit.
Yeah,
I don't
up to
remember.
12. 12. I think we're
We're
okay.
good.
Yeah, I think you're good. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, sorry, Lucas, didn't mean to interrupt. Said you were
Oh,
about
no.
to say something when
I don't think I was.
Oh, okay.
Maybe just me going to find the books. So I don't partake in the feast. Instead, I'm overlooking the bookshelf, which are in the main quarters.
Impy Royce does also not partake in the feast.
Wasn't for him anyway. For the real
Oh,
people on the ground doing the work. some mid-level management. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'll go look over what's been left by Oscar Klein Harold. Gonna specifically take out I'll take out the or keep out the ring of spell turning. I'll keep out the ring of spell turning and head towards the feast.
Got it.
Whenever I get in there, I'm gonna kind of make my way over towards Gingu, noticing he's at the bookshelves.
Make my way.
I'd like to investigate the bookshelf.
Cool. You investigate the bookshelf. Roll investigation.
With Nat 1. So.
And that one.
Jesus Christ.
Excellent.
It's a
excellent.
bookshelf,
Gingu
man.
stares intensely at the books.
Stares intensely at the bookshelf, not the book.
Not the books. He sees
Oh,
right
shelf.
through them.
Gangu,
Rango.
yeah.
I can't read.
Gingu, what do you mean you can't read? I'm gonna look. Are they like what languages are up there?
There's lots of languages.
Okay.
When I read First Aid 1, 2, and 3, I was just looking at the pictures. Seems that none of my past life skills carried on to this one. It's as if I am anew. I can't decipher anything that's on here.
What?
You saw me try to write my name on your piece of paper. I don't even know how to do that.
I'm gonna grab one that's in common.
Gangu learns to read.
I open it.
No, nothing. What's it about?
What's it about, Ryan?
This one's Nancy's nautical knowledge.
Hell yeah.
This one is Nancy's. It says right here on the front, Nancy's nautical knowledge.
Chapter 1, you need a boat.
Chapter 1, you need a boat.
I think we should put that one down.
No. Poor Gingu. Not triggered,
And
Gingu.
I'm just gonna
Put it
turn
down,
around and
Rango.
leave. I'm gonna turn around and leave and go to the bow
Advertising
of
our
the ship.
boy.
Put it down. Oh, come on. You know his past, dude. Talk to him about boats.
I don't know if I've ever told Rango my past.
No, that's
I
fair.
don't know who knows and who doesn't.
Yeah,
Cool.
we've gotten like insights, but not in character.
Yeah.
What an interaction.
I've really only done dream sequences, which only I know internally. Other than that,
Yeah.
no one really knows.
I think Yeah, Serge knows from the letter. I have the letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the letter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you've told anyone about the letter.
I don't think so, actually, no. Out of respect, yeah.
Bewildered,
You
I put the
overhear-
book back on the shelf.
Do you overhear him telling me about the book?
I probably would, yeah. I probably
Yeah.
would, actually. By the way, it's rolled 7. It's a little better than 2 or 3 or whatever it was last time, so...
Yeah.
The max HP override. Or modifier, I mean.
Hell
7
yeah.
for anyone who partakes in the feast.
And then what? Frightened and... Is it just frightened and poison? That we're...
You're
Immune to?
cured of all diseases, immune to frighten, poison, and have advantage on wisdom saving throws, I believe.
Yeah.
Let me look one more time. Yes, immune to poison and frightened, all wisdom saving throws with advantage, and then the hit point increase.
You said cure all diseases.
Mm-hmm.
You hear kind of from like the table, like you hear Klein just go, "Oh, my rash is gone."
Yeah. Dude. Best clinic around right here, dude. Just kidding. You said Gangu just walked away?
Yeah, I am. I left the chamber and I'm just chilling at the bow of the ship, looking looking over Port Branicore and the water, and
I'll take a little mug of ale to wash the food down with and head out that way.
You walk out into the nice breezy night air, and you see Gangu kind of leaned over the side of the ship, looking a little bit dejected off out in the distance at Port Branicore in the ocean below.
I'll
We're
just
moving,
approach.
right?
Oh yeah, you're moving. You're
Slowly
moving at
moving.
a pretty good speed.
I'll just approach and not stealthily or anything, and just kind of rest the mug on the side next to him and just stand.
Port Branicore was supposed to be my home, Serge.
Yeah.
We-
Funny thing about home, I've found over the years, if it's anything, it can be a relative word. You know, picking up and moving as much as I did, no matter what paths were laid out before us, for how inconsistent those moments can feel, one thing that I've found is making our own.
You don't talk much about home, Serge.
It's a long time ago, it feels like.
So when this is all said and done, where will you go?
I don't know. Well, even that I feel has changed for me so often over the last several months. I think at one time I would have just said finding the next place of conflict, aiding where I could. Another time,
It's always another conflict. And another, and another.
yeah, but
Is that
I
the life
think,
you want to live?
no, it's not anymore. I can say that for certainty. You know, I feel we're in so deep with this one that it's only right to see it through. But after Palm Springs, even though I can't quite piece together everything, I think I was shown something there. Found something in someone else. And though I only have this now, I'll pull out Ironfoot's journal. I really only have this to go off of. I think it's a feeling, is all. But what I think I got from there is, though you're right, I do agree with you, there will always be conflict. There will always be the frailty of ego, pitting one side versus another. One thing I found solace in, though, Gangu, is everything's a choice. You know? If we don't want to be a part of that life, we don't have to be. Some will say we're pulling wool over our eyes, sure. But at the end of the day, it's up to us to find something. Something that gives us a purpose we can find rest in. I saw you rummaging the books with Gengu, I know you've spoken of an interest in history in the past. Is that what that was about?
My father said when I was to reach Port Bernicourt, he was going to send me to the finest university. Learn the maths, learn the histories, and grow up to be a fine man, just like he was. But I never made it. And I guess my curiosity is, does history truly repeat? Is it a forever war we're fighting? Does it keep going and going and going? Where do you find solace in that?
Hmm.
All I know is, like you said, everything's a choice, and I believe we have some hard choices ahead of us.
Fucking A, right. I'll take a big sip.
I'm gonna take out Orlo's skull from my chest. I'd like to find a resting place for him. What little we have of him. Although he brought me back in this world, and I will never truly forgive him for that, he did rebirth me in a life where I'm fortunate to meet you guys, and I can thank him for that.
Yeah. I'd like to join you on that after all this, if that's alright.
If we make it that far, let's take it one step at a time.
Sure. I will say too, or after, if we can allow ourselves. I found something outside of Hack's cave. Haven't really had a moment to speak with anyone about it. Don't really know if I want to. Quite frankly, gang, I'm terrified of it. But it was an etching on a tree. An old tree. In the forest there. Where we came back out of the Fae. It gave me some insight into my ancestry. I think the first dwarves that came here to Brannicore. And all signs point to it was a time of, hell, I don't know. I mean, without greed, strife, just seemed like my people came in and treated the natives quite poorly. Honestly, it just sounds like another iteration in the cycle of conflict we've been talking about. But it did sort of fill me a bit with a sort of desire, purpose, figure out what the hell actually happened.
Now, you may have ancestors, Sersh, and that may seem like a roadmap that you have to follow, but myself, having none, I realize that this life is something that we can shape with our choices. And we don't have to relive the histories. If we can find a way to stop war, I'd like that. I wouldn't put it too hard on yourself, Soch.
Thanks, Gengu. With my whole chest agree. I'm over war too. Fuck,
We
maybe
all
that's what we can do after. We'll just rid the world of war. How about that?
think the only way to do that is to cause more. From what we've learned,
It's a devil's game, huh?
it sure is. Well, let's join the others.
I think I'll stay out here for a little longer if that's alright, but I'll be in.
For sure. And I put Orlo's skull back in my chest after glancing at it for a little longer.
Yep.
Puff and puff a little bit, and clank my way back to the hull of the hull of the ship, the chambers.
You walk in and everybody's kind of feasting. The three guys are Klein, Oscar, and Harold are kind of a little bit rowdy. They got some food in their bellies. They had some drinks earlier today. They're in good spirits. Kenny's now going for third helpings from the feast, eating food. And you also see just a giant stack of like plates that are like about 2 feet tall, with one just floating in front of them, and food just disappearing off of it.
Is Klein the other dwarf?
Yep.
I'm gonna walk over to him and put my hand on his shoulder. Klein,
Kind of looks up at you.
our dwarf buddy Serge could use some conversation on the deck, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, for sure. I'll go out there and have a conversation with him for sure. And then he puts his plate down and he walks out to go have a conversation with Serge. Are you doing anything else inside?
I am going to just sit facing the bookshelf and go AFK
Okay.
and try to attempt to read what I know I can.
I want to be in the chamber still eating and I'm just going to be glancing over from a distance.
Hey, Gengu?
At Gingu, yeah. Just kind of
Yeah, I'm like-
seeing how he's doing.
I'm facing back to the table, like away from the food, just looking at the books.
Turn the books like that.
Rango, you said he can't actually read any of them.
That's what he told me, yes.
It's okay. I can't read either.
I don't know if it's a
voice.
short circuit or... Oh. Well, go learn with Gingu.
That's a good idea.
I feel a little frog man jump on my shoulder.
You don't see
But you
him
don't see
anywhere.
it. Yeah.
See Dingo do.
Hey, Gengu. It's me.
Is this the ghost of Cormit?
Yes, I am a ghost. Boo. Listen, Rango said that we need to learn to read together.
Well, I'm sure if we try hard enough, we can learn.
Yes, I will try and roll an intelligence check to see if I can learn.
I'm also gonna do the same. Oh, it's not good. Okay, 17.
Cormit is gonna roll. Cormit got a natural 20.
Damn!
And you see here, Gingu.
Cormit
Light bulb goes off.
Yeah.
Cormit grabs the book and he looks at it very intensely, and then he flips it around. Oh, I know how to read. I've been reading upside down this whole time.
What's
Also,
happening about Cormit?
I've been reading right to left. But it all makes sense now. This one is about well, there is a little boy and he went out into a village and there was these bad men there, and so he had to try and he was there and he was in his pimped out carriage, and then they asked for the carriage and he didn't want to give it up, so he went back home with his carriage, and then he had a little puppy and they came in and they killed his puppy, and then it was really sad. And then it looks like he really, this little boy was a trained killer, and he came out of retirement and he went after the men who took his puppy away from him.
Interesting story, Cormit. The
Yeah,
wagon
very.
kind of reminds me of how we all met. It was one of the first expeditions we had.
A wagon?
With
Well,
one chick.
Escorting a wagon.
Mm,
But apart from that, we don't have any child assassins with us.
mm.
Except for you, Comet.
There's still time.
Oh, I think you've blossomed into one well enough, Comet.
You still can't see me, right?
I cannot see you, but I
Great.
can hear you, Comet.
Fantastic. It's working.
It's working. Let's go.
All right, back out on the deck of the ship. Cersei, you're kind of sitting out there for a moment as you hear some commotion as the door slams open behind you. You turn around, and you see Klein come out with his arms open wide and a big smile. Oh, I heard you were feeling a little bit under the weather, so I've come out here to have a conversation with you.
What's up, brother?
What's up?
Throw a finger up. I was kidding. Yeah, I'll like hoist my mug up for a good clink. Actually, I'm glad you came out here, Klein. Did you am I remembering this right? Did you say back a few days ago when we met that your surname is Ironfoot?
That's right, yeah. That's my name.
Do you, by chance, know much of your kin?
Oh, my dad was a bit of a drunk, but, you know, not too much after that, to be honest with you.
What was the first word, sorry?
My dad was a bit of a drunk, you know.
Okay. So you didn't happen to have any sisters or cousins or settled
Oh,
west in Brannicore?
I've got lots of cousins, I believe, you know. No other siblings, though.
It's funny, we spent some time out on the coast, Brannicore, and
Aye.
came across someone that just shared name with you. You wouldn't happen to recognize this name, would you? And I'll kind of present Ironfoot's journal to him.
He reads through. Oh, you know, she might have been my cousin. I'm not. Perhaps. Maybe. The Ironfoot's a bit everywhere, you know.
Sure. I'll just kind of take the book back and close it with a big old smile. Like, I'm glad you're here, Colin. I'm glad you decided to come.
Well, the alternative was to sit out in the wilderness waiting to die. So, you know, I'm quite glad to be here as well.
Hey, some choices are easier than others, huh?
Aye.
Like, who can finish this first? And I.
Constitution battle.
Oh shit! I rolled a save. I don't know. Doesn't matter, I guess. 16.
Klein got an 8. You down it way faster than Klein.
And it, and then, like he's like, just just going as fast as he can,
Yeah.
and pulls it down. I'm very excited, and then I'm just sitting there. And I'll have the mug resting on my gut.
He looks at it a little bit shocked. Oh, yeah, bastard! Oh, God, ain't on yet! So, that's going on outside. Back inside, what's going on in there? Anything else happening?
So Cormant and Gingu have, it looks like they're learning to read.
Yeah, Corman is now trying to teach.
He's
Genki
just my
how to read.
translator at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, this word right here is vengeance. Vengeance.
Onyx with Cormet.
Hmm.
Now you try.
Vengeance, Corman.
Wow, he knows how to read, guys. He closes the book and he puts it back and he walks back over to you, Ringo, invisible.
I realized something. I don't
Yeah,
think he's in.
what?
Yeah, I don't think he's
Yeah.
invisible to me.
Cool. Cormet walks over to you, and he looks at you, thinking he's invisible to you.
Okay,
We have learned to read.
fantastic. Is Gingu still staring at the bookshelf, or does Gingu look this way?
Oh, I'm still staring at the bookshelf because I didn't notice he left.
Cormet looks over as you look over, and he looks back to you. Don't bother him. He's reading.
Of course. Well, great. I'm glad that you both know how to read now.
Yeah, he's still struggling with the concept of opening the books, but he's reading. He's trying his best.
It's a tough obstacle to get over.
Very much so. Because once you open a good book, it's hard to put it down. I've learned.
Here, take this over to him. This one's not for you, Cormet. All right, I already gave you your ring. Take this over to him as a reward for learning how to read. And then I'm gonna hand him the ring of whatever the fuck it was. Spell turning.
Okay. Do I get a reward for learning? Because I didn't know how to read either like 5 minutes
Yes,
ago.
yes, of course. Yes, you do. I get a beer out.
Oh, amazing. He grabs it and he pops open the bottle and starts drinking. You hear these frog-like footsteps walking back over to you, Gengu, with a bottle of beer and a ring floating and just kind of next to each other. And the ring, he holds the ring out to you. For you, from Ringo.
Oh. I turn around. Thanks, Ringo. And I immediately started tuning to it.
What about me?
What about you?
I walked it over here.
Well, I thought this ring just flowed over here.
Oh, you're right, it did. Oh.
And I would like to pick up the book that Rango pulled off the shelf first about the maritime histories.
Okay, yeah.
And then just open it and look for pictures.
You open it and you look for pictures. Do you like an investigation check as you're skimming through this book?
Nat 1.
No way.
We're getting them out of the way. We're getting them out of the way.
It's all text.
There's no pictures. Corbin, as you open the first
Not a
page,
single diagram of a
as you
ship.
open the first page, Corbin peeks over and it's just like a little memoir from Nancy. It's just like I don't believe in pictures. All knowledge should be in words. And Corbin just used here. Corbin, oh no, not
Just
gonna like this one.
Quarter-inch margins,
Yes,
font like
yeah.
6, just fucking compact in there.
Well,
And it's like
once
it's
I-
almost like a
Knowledge.
textbook with the little like sidebars of like extra text on the side too.
IEEE format. The
Yeah.
size 6 font.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
margin. I'm gonna close the book and at least look at the one picture that's on there, possibly if there is one on the cover.
There's no pictures at all on this book at all. You're not even sure you
All right.
grabbed the right book at this point.
Well, since I have photographic memory and I knew that this is where Rango put the other one back, I
Okay.
am going to put this one in my chest for later.
Okay, got it.
And I'm done.
Corbett reaches up and grabs a book, and then he his eyes get big and he shuts it and puts it back. That one is written very differently than all the rest.
What do you mean differently, Corbett?
I don't know that language.
Maybe Rango will know.
Perhaps.
That's not
Do you
said
want me to
loud
go
enough where
ask
I
him?
can hear it, right?
Should I go ask him? Is that
I mean, if you think it's worthwhile.
Rango? Rango, come here.
I'll
Uh,
make my way
follow
over.
my voice. Ooh,
I'll make my way over.
ooh.
Yes, Comet.
This book here. What does this say?
What language is it in?
It's in Comic Sans.
I don't have that in my like known list of languages, so I don't know that, right? Yeah. I'm honestly not sure about this one. If you give me some time, I could figure out.
Great.
What does it look interesting? Are there any pictures on this?
No, not at all.
Right. Yeah, I'll look into it.
Oh my! I think I ruined my own joke.
Did you say you think you ruined your own joke?
Yeah. I mean, it's in Wingdings. But
Oh, it's in okay.
Not Comic Sans.
Okay.
It's in hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
Retcon.
I'll see if I can look into it if I get some free time.
Okay.
I'll just toss it in my bag.
Saoirse, are you staying outside? Klein was gonna come back in.
I'll come back in with him.
Okay. Saoirse and Klein walk back in, and everybody's kind of still enjoying the feast. You see Gengu pensively just kind of looking around at the bookshelf while everybody else is kind of having a pretty good time.
Let's kind of take a moment as I step in and see everybody
Mhm.
kind of in lively spirits, but just everybody like gathered. I'm guessing even Imperius is in here in
Yeah,
some capacity.
Imperius is kind of now.
Could he
came in with,
fit in?
He squeezes. He squeezes inside.
This hole is bigger than I
I
thought.
find some humor. I find a little bit of humor in seeing him over on the side, maybe with like his
Yeah, he's like
having to
ducked
kind of
down.
like duck down a little bit. But yeah, just kind of take a scan of the room and just give a smile, like no, like no, this makes Sersh happy, like everyone together, and
Yeah.
you know, and we don't in a couple of days coming.
Right.
Whenever Sersh
who
makes his
knows?
way in, I'll try to make eye contact, and I'd set my plate on the counter. I'll kind of lift the plate and give him a nod.
He'll return the nod.
Hey, cool.
Little
Read me that one
just
about
for
the
this
assassin
mug.
boy again.
Okay. Like chapter 7. You can go
I just
through
want
here.
this to happen passively in the background. Just storytelling.
Got it.
So with the passing of time, the last I spoke with Daryl, I said, have my scrolls by the end of the day, or I'll tell the masters. And you said that it is night now, correct?
Right.
Okay. Then I'm gonna kind of head off to just like corner of the room away from folks, and I'll start jotting in my ledger. Daryl, update.
Daryl. Does he like write back? Is that kind of
No, he receives it as a mental message
okay? And
that
sends it
that he
back to you
then mentally, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I worked overtime. The wife took the kids. All good. But your scrolls, God, they're on a ship. They're gonna be to you in like, 5 to 7 business days.
Why are they on a ship?
Cause you wanted them.
I can just come there. In an hour's time.
I'll get on a boat and I'll catch them.
I don't write back.
I'll let you know when I catch them, Ringo. I won't fail you. Not like I did in my marriage.
Wouldn't you? This poor guy.
I angrily shut the book.
Oh. You alright, Mr. Ringo?
Just fine, Comet.
Just fine. You're not doing great?
I'm doing fantastic.
Oh, good. Alright, chapter 9, Gingu.
3 people with a quill.
Hey, Ringo, maybe I could read that book of yours sometime, huh?
By all means, try.
Nope. Don't know that language either.
I mean, imagine it's all in just like fucking gold script in like some undecipherable language.
Nope. Don't know that. Alright, chapter 9, Gingu.
Maybe I can
What was
teach
that?
you sometime, Comet.
Oh my gosh, please. Reading is so much fun.
And then I'll kind of be rubbing a coin and send a little mental message to Mammon and say the mental message to Mammon just being has that sound.
Ranko, you haven't came and talked to me in a long time. Listen, I heard what you just did. I gotta say, I'm pleased with you. This one will make a good one.
Well, you let me know what kind of deal you'd like to cut with him.
I'll get up on it right now. I'll start writing the fine print.
What is happening?
It's gonna be great.
Killing Cormet's soul.
What has happened?
And then Gangu, that's when this woman he thought he was in a safe space, but then this woman attacked him while he was trying to sleep in his own bedroom. But a man named William Defoe came and saved him.
Fuck. I missed too much context to know what that reference was. Shit.
All right. Anybody else do anything in this time that you have during your voyage?
Nah, I think I'd try to go get some Z's, get some spell slots back.
Cool.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Have y'all not had a long rest?
I think
Since
we
the-
did.
We did,
I think
but
we
I
did
mean-
on the voyage from Starmount to Brannicore, I believe.
Yeah.
Or Port Brannicore.
Okay. Cool. Well, I don't know if you need a short rest, any of you, but you can take a short rest if you'd like.
It's only enough for a short rest? Not for a long rest?
After like the feast and everything, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Alright, it's not too bad. That'll work then. I'll still probably, yeah, Serge still probably like go lay down for a bit.
Is it enough for 4 hours of meditation?
I'd say probably, yeah.
Okay. So I can long rest then.
Yeah, in your case, yeah.
Hell yeah. Trying to think if there's any other contact, other plane questions that could be of benefit to us. I'll if I notice Serge making his way to his quarters, I might try and like gather him, and if Ojutai is just hanging by himself, I'll gather him and Ojutai. Be like, lads, I'm gonna go meditate for a bit, but before I do, I've been trying to reach out to various entities, if you will, and gather information. Can you think of anything that may be of use to us?
Well, first thing that jumps to my mind is when last I communed with Moradin, he did confirm that what Tiamat had said, there was some divine or some puppeteer fuck, I've had too much ale. What am I trying to say? Valor Corporation, that they're working with someone in the divine. Just he couldn't give me any details about who that is, but did confirm what Tiamat said was true. Been curious about that. Seems somehow connected to this entire conflict, as I said before, in some way.
Well, the only divine being I can think of to ask that kind of question to would be Bahamut, unless you know of any others.
I mean, if you have the capacity to speak with Moradin in more of a word-to-word basis.
Word to word might be a stretch. Seems to be quite vague what I can get out of him.
Okay. Because he's the only one that, I know that's confirmed it, but I don't know. It does worry me to speak to Bahamut in any sort of capacity right now. Just with Imperius here and everything. Just so far as, I think we're kind of moving in a way that we've gleaned from what we learned from Io, so I just, if what we're planning to set out to do happens, it'll affect Tiamat and Bahamut, so I just don't know how he'll feel about that.
This is a bit of a harmless question.
Fair enough. I trust you.
Anything else? If I were to reach out to Bahamut specifically, kind of glance over at Overtai.
Can't really get answers from them, can you? Just kind of a feeling one way or another.
It's definitely a yes, no, maybe type of situation.
Do you intend for followers of Bahamut to seek out and get rid of the followers of Io as well?
Alright, potentially more, and where is, Impy in the room? Is he out of earshot?
From you guys? Probably not really, no.
Whoops.
Well, I wouldn't have said it very loud if I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Get back.
Other than that, I really don't have any answers I'd want from him. I know he could give.
Okay.
I mean, logistically, if he could give us any sort of insight into weaknesses of Tiamat from their history, I'm sure that could be beneficial in some way. Be hard to frame it as a yes, no, maybe.
Alright, well, sure I'll figure something out for the rest. I'm gonna get to it. And I'll make my way off towards the chambers.
Okay. You make your way out.
Wait.
I'm going in there and I'm gonna cast Contact Other Plane. And I'm gonna contact Bahamut.
Very well.
I have to roll something.
Yep. Or else you get, I think,
I
psychic
go
damage, right?
insane. What is this? DC 15 intelligence save. 21.
Cool. So you save.
So the first question will be
Mhm.
Are you guiding the hand of the Valor Corporation?
No.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll that. Do you intend for your followers to rid the material plane of both the followers of Tiamat and the followers of Io?
Unclear.
That's sus.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the right words here. I want to ask, like... I want to ask, like, how he feels about Io's teachings, basically. Do you wish to inhabit the material plane?
Yes. It's 3 questions, right?
Is it 3? I thought it was 5.
It might be 5. Yeah, it's 5. Sorry.
Okay.
2 more.
Yes, yes, yes. Do you agree with the teachings of Io?
No.
Are you on good terms with the divine power guiding Valor Corporation's hand?
No.
Ooh, what does that mean?
And then I snap out of it.
Oh. Juicy, dude. Juicy.
I'll get to meditating.
All right. Everybody else, you can take a short rest if you would wish to. Gangu, during this short rest, are you doing any kind of sleeping and dreaming?
I'm not.
Okay. Cool. Well, you guys take your short rest, and you guys wake up with the sun rising, kind of over the mountains now, shining down some light on you. And you look out over the sides or out of the windows of kind of the hall of where you guys are at, or the quarters of where you guys are. And you start to see below you the off the coast of Branacor a little bit. You see a bunch of wrecks of like some ships and stuff like that, and you realize that you've kind of made it to the point that you wanted to get to, where you feel like you could start looking for where this white dragon mask would be.
And so it's what time at this point?
Early morning. We'll say like 8 or 9 in the morning. We'll call it 8.
I immediately feel uneasy about shipwrecks. Can I investigate them and see if I know anything about them?
Sure.
After the nat 1 on the
19.
book.
Yeah. I got them out of the way.
You look down at the shipwrecks below, and you kind of get this, like you said, uneasy feeling, and kind of brief like memories and flashes of your past in your mind. Obviously, you know what happened to yourself on that day, since your memory's kind of been restored a little bit. And you look down, and you see that the damage that has been done to a lot of these ships looks kind of like where it like broke and cracked at. Looks kind of similar to yours a little bit.
I will just be hanging over the edge of the ship, assuming we're still on the ship, right?
Yeah.
Hanging over the edge of the ship, locked eyes with the broken shipwreck.
Whenever everyone's heading out there, I'll look at Sir and Rango both. Sure, you all know what this cave even looks like or where exactly it is? Is
You
this
have
just
some-
a general idea?
Rango, you might know better, but I do have a spell I believe that could help us.
Sure. I honestly can't remember what details were given. I was just given like cardinal direction relative to other landmarks.
Right.
It was on the shore somewhere between Deer Hapsons and Dragonback.
All right. Where wait, Ochitai, you have the black mask, yeah?
Mhm.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. I sort of like get a little place on the deck and take my hammer and is there like a wheel, like a ship wheel? Is that how?
Oh, the helm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Uh-huh.
pretty much like that. Yeah.
Sorry, Rango. There's like spools coming off of, or spokes
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
off it. Sorry, Rango. I'm gonna take the anvil and whack one of the one of those off and get it, and take a little pocket knife and sort of cut down the top of one to kind of fork it.
Okay.
And lay that down. The material component of the spell is a forked twig. Sorry. And I'll ask Ojitai for the mask for a moment. And I'll cast I'll with the like with the physical mask that we have like in my eyesight and kind of in my mind, I'll think of the white one and cast a locate object.
Okay. You cast locate object, and immediately you kind of get like a little ping in your brain. Down below you, through all like the shipwrecks, you notice kind of off the coast, there's a little bit of like a rocky kind of like surface, and there's a cove that's kind of like dug into the side of these rocks where it looks like the water kind of feeds into this cove.
Perfect. All right.
I'm just looking at the
Wait.
wheel. The broken wheel.
We have our heading.
I kind of look at Serge with disgust. I'm like, all right then. And I throw the wheel to send us that way.
Cool.
I hand the forked spoke back. Hand it back to Rango.
You can fix it better than I can, surely.
Oh shit! You're right. You're right. And I just kind of chuckle, and I'll put it onto the wheel and cast mending.
Cool. You cast mending on it, but like, it's back and it's attached and it looks great, but it's just the color is just a tiny little bit off, just like the smallest little bit off compared to the other spokes.
I kind of like spin the wheel and get us turned that direction, and then I'm holding it there, like, you know, keeping course. And I'm just looking at that one spoke, and I kind of look over at Serge, and I'm like, he's gonna notice.
So I kind of relay the cove location, and I'm gonna walk over to Gangu. Hey mate, think we're about to head down. How you doing?
Doing all right. These ships. Do you know what happened to them?
Can't say I do. Seems tumultuous area around here, I guess. But hey, a wise person just recently told me that we don't have to define ourselves by where we came from.
Right. Well, I think I might have an idea. We might want to watch our backs when we're down there.
Heard.
And ready to escape the ship.
Let's do it. Let's
Hey,
fight some stuff.
I define myself where I come from. Rep swamp side.
Corbin, how long have you been standing here?
You'll never know. Am I
I
still
check
there?
my pockets. I check my pockets.
Nothing now. Nothing.
Oh.
All right. You guys kind of, are you descending the ship or are you jumping out of the ship? What's your plan here?
What's the like? Look, you said it's a cove, so like,
It's like
I don't
down
really
along the
know.
coast. Yeah, you'd kind of almost be so like imagine kind of like
Like if I land the ship on the beach, are we gonna have to like swim?
there's not really like a beach there. It's kind of like the sea kind of goes into this like dugout cove.
We almost
inside.
had like
You
land
kinda-
on
Oh,
top.
I
and then
understand.
kinda see
I
what-
Fell
understand.
down or
yeah.
something.
I
Or you
mean,
can
I don't
kinda,
know.
like-
Can this
Feather fold
airship float?
Be just a ship.
Can it be just a ship? I don't know.
You
out.
don't
Do we
know.
want it to be a ship?
I
on
don't
a shore
know.
that has many wrecked
In
ships?
hundreds of years, I would have never seen. Like, we
What
would
if
never went
just
on
float it
vacation.
inch above the water?
I like that.
Does this thing have a dinghy? Or we can lower that and then
We'll just have it. We'll just have it float, off of the cliff edge, and then we'll throw some ropes down. I hand out some flying feather fall tokens.
Okay. Everybody takes some. Impy Royce kind of spreads his wings, gets ready to
Show
fly down.
off. I'm just kidding.
So is this it? Are we going down now?
I look over the edge in fear at the water. You guys go first. I'll be right behind you.
Dang, you never go not first. You're always the first one in, I feel like. Are you okay?
So are we gonna land in deep water? What appears to be deep water?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it, yeah.
A moment, lads. And then I'm gonna get my ledger out, and I am going to start casting water breathing as a ritual. So it's gonna take about 10 minutes.
Can you don't worry. Ringo's casting a spell, and he said it's gonna take about 10 minutes. So we got time, okay? Listen. Remember how that book ended? When, he thought he was down and out, and he was on that pier. But he finished the job, He finished the job, and you know what he did? He went and got another puppy afterwards. And he made
He
him
just
feel
replaced his friend.
well. Maybe kinda, but sometimes you gotta replace things. Like replace this bad idea with a good idea. You had a bad time with ships before. I don't really understand it, but now maybe you're about to have a good time with ships. Just think about that, huh?
I think
Water.
that thought's a difficult one, Cormit.
Not
And
for me.
I'm gripping the edge of the ship so hard that the wood cracks underneath me.
Oh god.
I hear it, and it kind of like takes me out of it for a fucking second.
Gengu, I can tell you right now that if you break this ship, it's not gonna help things. Maybe don't break the ship.
Apologies.
Yeah. What if you head on to Impy Royce? He looks like he can maybe help you down. Maybe you ask him.
I don't know if we're on the best of terms.
I can ask for you.
You gonna stay invisible for that?
Oh yeah.
Worth a try.
Okay. And you hear the flaps of some frog feet kind of walk away. Impy Royce is kind of he's spreading his wings and stretching. You see he's got consultory posted up, and they're kind of having some conversations to himself. And you kind of overhear Cormit. Hey, Impy Royce, listen. Gengu is a little scared of the water. Do you think you could help him get down? I suppose I could. Okay. So you will? I suppose I will. If he needs me to help him get down to the water, I can do that. Yes. Very good. Okay. And you hear the flaps of the feet come back over to you, Gengu. Listen, maybe Royce, you're right. He doesn't seem too jazzed up about it, but he'll do it. He'll take you down there to the water.
Lovely, Cormit. Thank you.
The imagery that I'm getting in my head is like a cartoon
Yeah.
cartoon drawing of the giant angelic man, and then like a little tiny like baby looking Gingu, and a little baby looking Cormit that's just like tugging on the angel's like pants, going like, "Hey, can you help?" Holy fuck!
The time passes and the ritual's finished. 2 minutes is up.
You all grow gills.
Oh
Damn.
god, I already had these.
No, you don't. You don't actually grow gills, but you can feel.
I'm just happy to be back in water. This is like my home. It's salt water though, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Can I be
walk up-
first?
Be my guest, Cormac, but be careful.
Okay. All right. And you see he like springboard dives off the ship.
Don't see it because he's probably still invisible.
I see it.
You
Walk
just
over
hear.
to Impy Royce.
Okay. Hello.
Say, can you just fly straight to the cave?
I can do that. Yes. And he kind of reaches down with his hand, a little like, kind of like haphazardly, like he kind of grabs you with his fingertips only, kind of hold you up a little bit.
I'm a lot heavier than I look. Be careful. And thank you.
I think I'll
I'll
be
be
just
grateful.
fine. You're welcome. And he goes over the side of the ship with you and begins flying down towards the water in the cove.
I say fly off, I'll cast fly on myself and follow behind them.
You see Kenny spreads his wings and flies off after you, Ojitai.
I'm gonna activate the Featherfall token and run and try to jump and float to the front of the cove entrance.
Rango, do you want us to go with you? Us three, or stay here on the ship, or?
That's up to you guys. Your choice.
I didn't grab these potions of flying for, just not to use them. And he uncaps one of the potions and he downs it and he just kind of like runs and jumps, and then you see he goes and sinks straight down. But then you see him come back up and he's soaring. Klein is just flying in the sky and he flies on down.
I hand the other two guys Featherfall tokens. I'm like, this will probably do the trick. It won't be as fancy.
Okay.
If you don't have to come if you don't wish.
Oh, well, Klein went, so I guess we have to now. Oscar kind of looks over the side.
How's Sersh looking? Like his trajectory?
Serge is looking pretty good. He's battle busting,
Nice.
dropping right on.
Just do exactly what Sersh did and you'll be fine.
I have a little bit of a fear of heights. This is Oscar.
It'll be fine. Would you like to follow me?
Okay. I'll follow you, I guess.
I do basically what Sersh did.
Okay. First, Harold jumps down and follows you, and then Oscar, after a minute, he finally works up the courage and goes down. So everybody's off the ship, flying down, Fortnite battle bus style, to this cove.
Hey,
The first
Halo
people
jump
to,
vibes.
the first person to reach there is Cormit, who didn't take a Featherfall token and just kind of plunges straight down into this water below. But he's nowhere near the cove, so he spends the rest of the time swimming. But Cormit's a pretty good swimmer, so he
Oh, yeah.
swims, and he's swimming through this ocean to get to the cove entrance. The first people to actually arrive at the entrance, is Impy Royce and Gangu. You guys get there, and he's holding you, Gangu, and you look inside, and you can see that a little bit deeper inside this cove, there is a small passage with some water still flowing through that leads further into the cave, but there's some ground. So Impy Royce kind of flies over to that, sets you down on it, and you guys wait for the rest. Everybody else kind of floats down, and then you all get into the cove, but a lot of you guys kind of land in this water and have to swim up to the shore here.
I notice anything in the cave?
You can roll a perception check if you'd like.
Is it dark or is it light?
It's pretty dark.
A 10.
You look inside, and you can see it's really small, really narrow, almost too narrow for you, but you feel like you can kind of squeeze through. And you do see a little bit of a what appears to be candlelight kind of coming from like the other side of this, where it opens back up on the other side, and it is maybe about a good like 35-40 feet kind of in through this path here that you're looking down.
So I can infer that MP Royce can't fit with us.
MP Royce kind of looks through. I don't think I can fit now, but what I can do is I still need my eyes and ears on Saoirse. One of you will have to carry Consultory with you. It's on your back.
It won't be me. All my attunement slots are full.
You don't have to attune to him. I'll be attuned to him still. I just need someone to carry him for me.
Well,
What do you say, Gengu? Just like the old days.
no, I do not redact my statement. I go forward without it.
Healthy boundary. Well done.
Everybody else starts kind of climbing up on shore. I can't go any further with you in this cave. It's too small for me. Which one of you will be the ones to carry my eyes and ears Consultory with you?
You actually see through Consultory, or are you just sending him in as your emissary?
Well,
The emissary's emissary.
he
Classic.
He can report back to me. Let me know what I
Just as
need
we
to
can,
know.
yes.
Yes.
So if we're already going, we can already do that.
Yes, but I need my own eyes and ears, You see.
I would like.
I thought we had trust, right? Impy?
Trust but verify,
I would like to advance into the cave without further conversation.
You start going in.
I think the only person that can't get away with that is Serge.
Yep.
Right, fine,
I'll take
him.
constant. Yeah. Or yeah. Doesn't matter.
I'll grab him and immediately just like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, don't worry. I can be quiet sometimes if I need. Silent as a mouse. You're right. I got you. Don't worry. This one time there was a
the
mouse.
fucking-
It's quite loud.
Noir, shut up, you don't talk. Sorry,
Ojai.
still talking.
Ojai starts making his way into the cave. You hear the plaps of Cormit. Rango, you see Cormit kind of walk through the water.
Looking in his element.
Cave. Yeah. Yeah. He looks absolutely glowing. His skin is glistening now that he's been in this water. It looked a little dried out before.
The sheen on his muscles.
Yeah.
Imagine he's like axe stroking through the water. Just time of his life.
Yeah. Everybody else kind of starts going through. Saoirse, you get to this entrance, and MP Royce kind of stops you. Listen, I don't know what's on the other side of this, but this item that we need, it cannot fall into enemies' hands. You understand?
Better than most, I'd say.
Good. Do what you have to keep it safe.
Of course.
Consultory will be watching.
Of course.
Very good.
I'll turn and head in.
Cool. Everybody starts heading in.
As we're walking in, I am going to whip out the ledger and write, sending to Ojai and Sersh my conversation with Bahamut. Find Scotty on this list.
So you start re-encountering the
The five
Conversation?
questions. The 5 questions and answers. I shoot that over to them.
Got it. Cool beans. All right.
To which you guys
Yes.
can reply telepathically if you wish.
No, I knew it. No, I'm just kidding.
It's
One
about
second.
what I expected. I was more concerned about if he actively wanted the followers of Io gone in the past, in the present. As far as he understands that followers of Io are already gone.
I mean, are we not followers of IO currently?
Not really. Jack even said Io wanted us to be their followers, but
Right. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
alrighty, onward.
Sorry, 1 second.
And then I'll then write also I'm joining Cormit. And then I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Got it.
I'll catch up with Gengu in the front. Kind of keep our eyes peeled together.
Is this?
Also, I'm
so
gonna.
This is just kind of barely big enough for Gengu to get through, right?
Yeah. You guys are kind of going through one at a time, basically.
I guess you wouldn't be able to see past me. Yeah.
Yeah. You just see Dengu's back.
My fire
Glorious
salt
back.
Yes.
Gonna cast Foresight as well.
You guys walk through, and you come out the other side.
Oh fuck! We have a map.
Map.
You guys walk out and you get on the other
Oh,
side. and
pretty.
that candlelight that you guys had kind of seen is coming from these chandeliers that are hanging from the roof. This cavern that's kind of been hidden inside of this tunnel, this cove, is absolutely like gigantic. It rises up like extremely high up to like in this like the ceiling is maybe like a good like 60 to 80 feet high. It's extremely high up. And the chandeliers that are hanging from the top, you guys kind of get a better look at them. And you see they're like made out of bones, kind of like skulls and different bones of different, what appear to be like more humanoid type creatures. You look out before you, and you can see there's like pieces of like items that maybe came from ships, kind of like strewn in the water. There's this ancient looking like bridge that's kind of broken up in different places. And there's also this kind of like path that leads up this side of this cliff that kind of stops, but there's been these like makeshift like little platforms that have been made out of like wrecked ships kind of tied to the walls that lead to a little cave entrance that's up here.
The stonework of the bridge, does it stand out to me at all?
It
In
looks
terms of
really
who might have
old.
constructed it.
Yeah, it looks really old. You're not sure who maybe constructed it. It's pretty beaten up and worn down and old. You can tell that it's hundreds, maybe even thousands of years old.
Well, where to?
How's that spell work? Do you still have like a direction, or?
Yeah, it would stay up.
So, is it like up to that cave mouth to the left, or is it like?
Actually, I don't know. We might be pushing it. It's only 10 minutes long.
Or is that it? When
you know that it's somewhere in this cove somewhere. Before like you kind of stop kind of getting that reading of it, Saoirse. You're in the right place. You're just not exactly sure where in this place it's at.
Yeah, it's here it's here. We're in the right place. It's here somewhere. As far as these antechambers, I'm not so sure. I think we need to.
I'm not sure I'll fit on that path on the left. And I don't trust my weight on the wooden platforms.
I don't mind swimming through this.
Probably
That's-
carry one other person with me. I don't know if I should carry you, Jingu. You're a little heavier.
I'll just stay on the ground. Maybe
Does
I'll
this
walk
look
past
jumpable to anyone?
Oh, 10 feet. I don't know.
Depends.
Come over here with-
Everything's like, under 10 feet.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna back up
Get over here.
and take a running start to jump on this rock.
Okay. Go ahead and do that, and then you jump on the rock. It's a little damp and wet. You need to make a dex save as you land on the rock.
X, when am I ever gonna have an athletics save?
I'll give you
dude?
athletics. I'll give you athletics. for it. I'll give you athletics. Balance.
23.
All right. You manage to stick on the landing. You don't slip at all, and you land on the rock, safe and sound.
I just make a call out. The rocks are a little slick with some sort of moss or algae. I'd watch your step. And I
Word.
continue hopping.
I'll kind of fly along the path of this bridge. Watch from above.
Corn,
Yeah. And as Gegu continues to hop, I'd like to just be looking his direction, Ojai's direction, scanning the water.
Yep.
Near the chandelier, just for any sort of movement, just on guard
Mhm.
here.
Go
I also
ahead
wanna- I
and
was gonna
make
say, I
a
also want to be
perception check.
perceiving every jump I have, just to make
Yeah.
sure nothing's around me.
You guys can make some perception checks if you'd like.
Ew.
I'm just gonna
Ew
make
on
one
that.
for the entire travel across these rocks.
Okay.
I rolled a net one for a 13.
Nat 1 for 13. Cersei, you're
Two-
looking around, and you're just enamored by how old this bridge is. The fact that any of it's still kind of standing is crazy to you.
wait, is
And you're just kind of locked in on it.
Kenny's in here, right?
Yeah, Kenny's in here.
Kenny's here with me,
Oh, okay. It was
so he's close enough.
Klein that is Klein that had the
Yeah.
potion
Klein
of
just starts
flying, right?
flying along. Yeah.
I will kind of look towards Oscar and Harold, and I'll say, "All right, lads, well, I'll make it easy on us, and then I'm gonna cast flying."
Cool. On those
you-
two,
The three of them, or
Yeah.
two of
Yeah.
them.
Cormac kind of sneakily walks up to you, like right in your
I'm in-
face.
I'm
kinda
in-
like,
Oh, my invisibility would drop when I do this.
Are you dropping your visibility to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Cormac kind of sneakily walks up to you, as he still thinks that you can't see him,
Uh huh.
and he taps you, like right on the front. He's like
Yes.
in your face.
Yes, Comet.
You think this water's okay to swim in? It looks really cold and cool. I kind of want to swim again.
Typically in places like this, there's always some sort of danger, So I would say
But
probably not.
But there's dragons and celestials in the sky, but we still fly in the sky.
You're right. We do. Sometimes you have to. I think in this case, you could
have to.
probably try jumping from here to there. You've got
Okay.
strong legs, right?
Okay, I'll make a jump. And you see Cormac makes a jump, and he lands pretty steadily on there, and then he goes, oops, and then he slips and falls off into the water. Oh, whoopsie daisy. You guys see these invisible Cormit splashes as he's swimming along these rocks, staying close to the rocks.
I'm gonna try and like fly high, high above all this, and do a perception check from like above.
Yep. Let me know what you get, sir.
Dog shit. 5.
Cool. Yeah, you just kind of see more of what you've been seeing. Gangu, what'd you say you rolled? On your
For
perception check?
what?
You said you rolled one?
14.
14. You're kind of, as you go along, Gangu, you start to feel eyes kind of, you feel like people are watching on you a little bit.
Don't see where from.
You kind of get the inkling maybe like from up in this cave, maybe from down in the water itself.
I'm
You just
gonna
kind of like off your peripheral, you see things kind of like tucking away, like movement, but you don't actually get a glimpse of anything.
Okay.
I'll
I'm gonna
get
attempt to make this
about-
10-foot jump.
All right, do it.
The other
You
ones
mean-
were a little close, but this one is a little far.
search.
All right, 24. We're good.
I'm enamored with the bridge, dude. I want to know more about the bridge.
Saoirse, you kind of snap out of it as your entire crew has moved on without you.
I'm gonna try to make the jump to the bridge.
Okay.
It's like it was a 7-foot gap or so.
Yeah, yeah.
Hup! Ugh!
I'll send Chuchi down to help Sersh navigate this whole thing.
You want me to roll for it, Ryan?
You're
It's
good on
only
that jump.
fair.
You're good on that jump.
He went for the bridge, not the rocks.
Okay.
And I'm going again. Woo!
All right. Give me a dexterity check on that one for me.
Okay. Deck save.
Yeah, I need a dex save from
And
you.
Chuchi can't help with that.
That's a 3.
Uh-oh.
A
It's a
3.
3. Yeah, it's a 3.
You land on the edge of this bridge right here, and the rocks crumble beneath you, and you fail to catch yourself as you fall into the water below you, right at the edge of this bridge.
Okay, I like land on the edge, like, oh!
I
Did
hear
you all see?
splash and just
Did
start-
you all see? Fall! Bollocks! It just gives out
Gosh.
and he falls. He falls in.
Oh, fly back to him. Fly down, try to, offer an arm for him to grab.
Oh, fuck! Thank you. I'll grab Ojitai and Gengu's hands.
Saoirse, you're pretty soaking wet at this point, but they kind
Oh, a
of
little waterlogged.
they get you back up on the bridge.
Thank you, gents. Fuck.
I'll face my fire side of my hammer toward you to dry you off a little bit.
Oh, thank you.
Rango, see you pointing at that cave.
I'm trying to look in there.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
I'm trying to look in there.
Excuse me.
8.
8. All right. 1 second. With an 8. You fly up, and as you fly up, you see these two. 1 second. You see these two goblins sitting here that have been kind of watching you guys, and you fly up kind of from beneath where they weren't looking, and you kind of startle them, and they look at each other, and they're, and then they just take off and run down deep in this cave, away from you.
Okay. The second that I notice them, I'll turn down to the guys or I'll fly down. Just within to where I'm not having to yell, basically.
Right.
Be like, just spotted some goblins in that cave up there. They got spooked by me when I'm deep into that cave.
Right.
They'll leave us alone all the way through here.
moving down toward the end here.
Over here.
I would like to try to stick my ice side of the hammer into the water and see if I can freeze it just in case, so I have something to walk on.
Okay, yeah.
Or search to walk on.
Sick.
You stick your ice side in there, and it takes like a little bit, but you can feel the water start to kind of freeze. And it's a little bit thin. If you felt like if you held it there for a long time, it would probably be pretty, not like a long time, but a minute or two. You get a pretty good sized chunk of ice that you could walk on.
Well, at least I know that works. I don't think we have the time for this jump, but maybe some larger ones I can freeze for you, Serge.
Sounds good.
Just watch,
If you
watch
want
your step
to,
on this rock. It's going to be slippery.
Yep.
want to go straight to this other bridge, I can a little ice bridge for you. I'll land and do a little bit of my water bending and do a shape of water or something like that. It's been a minute.
Oh, nice.
It's
Straight
flowing
across here, you mean?
river. Yeah, and I can make. Can I? No larger than 30 feet on a side. Freeze 30 foot straight of ice
Nice. I think that is. Yep.
across there. Yeah,
So we
I
need.
can just connect these two.
Bring him away.
I'm going to walk across that then.
Might be a little safer.
Yes.
As you guys get to this next bridge, you kind of can look across, and this little island down here, there's like a stake, and on that stake, you see the white dragon mask just kind of hanging on it. It's in the center.
I believe that's what we're looking for. Surely it's not that easy.
Really not, right?
There has been. But I can try to fly over there, grab it, and fly away instead of us all congregating there.
I'll watch our back.
Is there a trap?
Yeah, I'll just kind of stand at the front here and keep my eyes peeled again for anything that might unsettle from him grabbing it.
I'm gonna fly to where I'm like pretty high up in the air over here.
Okay.
60 if it's 80-foot ceiling.
I'm gonna stand on the ice bridge and watch our back.
Do I notice anything in
was
this
told
cave
things
over
were
here on the left? That's where I'd want to be immediately focused.
Okay. So Ojitai, you fly up to it, and you get right up to the dragon mask, and there is a sudden splash of water off to the side, as a little bit of a larger looking goblin looking creature jumps out of the water, and he's
What
holding
the
like a
hell?
staff, and he has this like weird like headdress made of bone, and like just kind of like wood and like other stuff that like has been kind of found around here, and he kind of looks at you. And just begins kind of like talking to you in a language that you're not familiar with. Ooh,
Ah, I can understand all spoken language.
okay, good.
Dumb shit.
Fucking hell.
Nice.
You say that, and you hear him go, another intruder, another one. And then he kind of begins kind of walking up to you and like holding staff, just kind of looking at you, begins like sniffing you.
Because does Constatori have anything to say about it? He's on your back, right?
Oh, that guy, he smells quite like fish, I believe. I can't really smell, but I imagine so.
I'm just ignoring Constantori. I'm watching this guy that's coming up next to me.
And again, he kind of starts talking. Another intruder. Come for the relic. And then he kind of turns and looks up around the top of the cave system that's around here. My people, gather! Gather, another one has come! And then you see kind of all along in these different little caves, cutouts, people start kind of, these goblins start kind of gathering out.
Oh shit.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I fear they're here to watch more than anything.
And then two more people, these goblins, kind of hop out of the water onto the side here, next to the white dragon mask. They're a little bit more dressed up than the ones like up in the cave, but a little bit smaller, not as dressed up as this one that's kind of standing before you, that's kind of doing all the talking. He kind of looks back at you and looks at his people. My people, we've waited a long time for another one. A long time. And then they all just kind of start like cheering and chanting like, "Wow!" Like just kind of getting really hyped up at this point.
Oh, Jatai, what the fuck is going on?
Gonna for a bit. Are there any has anyone come out of this cave up here?
What cave? Sorry. I was on a different tab. Oh, the one you're looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple did come out of there. Sorry about that. I forgot to get those guys. There you go.
Okay.
Let me grab.
Go back to everyone. Just hold steady. They said they've been waiting for someone to come claim the relic. Not being immediately aggressive.
My people, it is time. We've been waiting. It's time. Bruku. And then everybody around the cave just Bruku. Bruku. People start like banging on drums up in like.
That's like what Ojitai hears.
Yeah.
Is Brug? Oh my! It's a name. Fuck. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah, there's about to be a big fucking beastie come out of that pool of water up there, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
Bruku. He turns and looks at you, Ojitai. Bruk, and he's just chanting, Bruku. Bruku.
Ruku. Ruku.
He
I'm
starts
just
nodding his head.
looking around.
They're all just still chanting, banging drums. Do you just...
Anything else happening?
At the moment, no. Nothing else is happening. He's just kind of pacing back and forth, kind of beating on his chest now. Bruku! Bruku! The beat's kind of like getting faster. They're all just getting really amped at this point.
I'm gonna pull out my ledger, and I'm gonna sending to Ojitai. Grab the mask. Let's go.
That seems like the best idea. And while they're getting amped up, I'll wait for a moment that I can just grab it quickly and then fly up.
Okay. You go to grab the mask.
I would be watching for him to grab the mask.
Go ahead and make like a sleight of hand check to grab it really fast, because they're gonna try to stop you.
The second that he's trying for that, I want to blast. I want to Eldritch blast those guys. The ones that are close to him.
Okay.
At a 17.
Cool. You're able to grab the mask really quickly. You grab it, and then you have it in your possession. And he just stops his chanting and looks at you, and like, just kind of stops. And then everybody else just kind of stops and seizes and looks at you. All the chanting just kind of ceases. You're Eldritch blasting, you said, Cole?
Yes.
Okay. Which ones in particular?
The three near him.
Okay. Go ahead. Which one are you targeting first?
I got a nat 20. So it's gonna be if it's just gonna be if you're just giving me the single blast, then it'll be 4 rays.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna send 2 at the big guy, and then 1 to each of the little guys.
Got it.
And
go ahead.
uh,
So you got a net 20. So
yeah.
Yeah.
But I would have to roll for each ray. Sorry, yeah, duh. So that'll be the first one at the big guy.
got it. And let me know the damage.
Fuck. Is it? I can never remember if it's 10 or 15 feet.
10
I
feet.
think it's 10.
Okay. The damage is
It's a really funny mental image of like Ojitai swiping the mask. They just stop and look at him like, wait, you actually did it, and then they just fly off to the left. Right.
so 15 magical force on the first and 10 feet.
Okay. You do 10 feet, and he gets blasted off into the water and kind of submerges down into the water.
Okay. Then the next one. $28 to hit one of the little guys.
28 will hit one of the little guys for sure.
12 magical force and 10 feet.
Cool. Once again, you blast this one off into the water. And he's kind of like submerged down into it.
33 to hit. 8 magical force and 10 feet.
And once again, this one's just kind of blasted off into the water and submerged.
And I'll just fire the last one down into the water at them, basically.
Okay. You can't really see him. It's going to be
Sure.
a disadvantage.
Okay. 22.
Yeah.
It hits.
Yeah. Big guy?
Big guy.
Big guy.
For 8 magical force and another 10 feet.
All right. He just submerges down more feet.
More feats.
More feet. All right. Cool. You do this. Ojitai has the mask in his hands. You blast. All of them have just kind of stopped chanting and are looking down at you guys. And then, like, seconds later, you hear this droning just kind of coming, like, from, like, beneath the water, kind of below you guys. And
All right, time to go.
As long as Ojitai's booking it, I'm booking it.
I do need everybody to roll initiative, though.
I'm immediately flying straight up.
And then let me know what you get on your initiatives, please.
15.
Oh, that might be the first one of this whole campaign. With a +0 to initiative, I just rolled a nat 20.
Oh, heck yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
21.
21.
7.
7 for Rango. 21 for Ojitai. And Gengu, what'd you get? Sorry, 19?
And-
14, I think.
14.
15.
Chuchi is just going to be with you, Serge.
Alright.
So advantage. You have a help action per turn. We'll just do that.
Sick.
Alright. And this got it to 23. Cool. Alright, Ojitai, so it is your turn first. So you've grabbed this, the blast happened, and now you're just you have it, and you said you're flying straight up, you said?
It's going. Sorry. I will reach into my bag. I will immediately find the special wooden spoon.
Yep.
Just set it back on that pedestal.
Yep.
And then I'm flying the fuck out.
Got it.
That's so
The
funny.
wooden spoon.
All right, so you're
Yeah.
flying. Are you flying? Like, how far up are you flying? How far, like, away are you kind of flying?
I'll try to fly. 'Cause I got 60 foot. I'll fly 30 and 30.
Okay.
30 foot straight up, and then 30 foot.
Technically, if you're going at a diagonal, you can go further.
Do you have some like
Yeah, but I
specific
don't
battle
wanna
music,
actually-
Ryan?
What'd you say, Cole? Sorry.
Do you have like any specific battle music?
No, you can just
Okay,
pull up whatever
okay.
kind of battle music you want.
Okay, all right.
You don't want to whip out the Pythagorean theorem.
All right. After Ojitai, it is your turn, Saoirse.
All right. So we've heard rumbling from the middle pool, but
Yep.
do not see anything yet, correct?
Not yet. You can roll a little perception as you like as a free action.
Sure.
Cool.
You know what? I do think this isn't worth it. I will have Chuchi's help on this one. There's a nat 20 for a 32.
It's all Chi-Chi.
You see kind of, especially around this island, lots of ripples, and you can see something large kind of moving underneath that water. But you can see that movement is extending out as far as like down over this direction, like towards you guys, like towards Cormit. Sorry, like here, like it's movements like around you as well. Whatever is under the water.
Shit. Okay, so like the center of it seems like here, but the ripples are making their way like all the way to us and then to the back wall too.
Yeah.
Big, very big. Whatever.
The fuck out of here!
Was it Braku or Baku?
They were saying Bruku.
Bruk.
The remainder of my turn. Fuck. Yeah, I think it might be worth it. Alright, so let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, just how you're not
Okay.
invisible, are you?
No, I have not pulled that one yet.
I'll go ahead and cast Bless
Alright.
at 3rd level and target Ojitai, Rango, Cormit, Kenny, and Gangu.
Got it.
I'll be concentrating on that. I'll forego the bonus action, and I'm gonna. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just kind of get back toward the end of the bridge, saying to the guys through there, big, very no, but everyone on your toes, be ready. Roku, fucking beckons.
As Saoirse is doing this, a bunch of the goblins kind of up in these like caves, as you're like flying up Ojitai, they start pulling back bows and start shooting at you. Do you have the Cloak of Displacement on?
I do not.
All right. So it's a regular roll for these fellas.
Regular rolls.
24,
24 does hit.
another 24,
Damn.
That'll hit.
a natural 20,
Okay.
and then a 7.
That does not hit.
All right.
Uh,
So you take 4 piercing, another
so-
5 piercing.
For the natural 21, I will use my reaction
Hell yeah.
to try to catch her.
To catch it?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So it's. I haven't done this in a minute. D10 plus my Dex modifier. So. Catch it. It's. That's for the damage. Damage you take is reduced. Okay, so I just reduce it by D10 plus 5. Reduce it by 12 damage.
All right. You reduced it by 12 damage?
Yes.
It was only 9 damage, so you take 0 damage from that one.
And I can spend a key point, and if he's within 60 foot, I can throw it back at him.
Yeah, this one's within 60 feet of you, I believe.
Sweet.
Well, Uno reverse?
Let it
third
inherit
now.
the crit.
Okay, fantastic. That hits.
Launch this back for a solid 7 damage.
7 damage. It sticks into the side of him. You see just blood pour out of him, and he's like really hurt and kind of like backs away a little bit from this. Surprised
Ow.
at his, this was like the marksman of the group, right? He's like lined you up, get you, and he's like got him, and then he just gets yeeted this arrow back at him.
I'm sorry, how much damage did I take from the first two? It was like 5 and
9.
4.
Yeah, 9 total.
Okay.
All right. Cool. So, as this happens, is that the end of your turn, Saoirse?
Yep.
All right. Oh, well, we were on the goblin's turn, so that's already been the end of your turn.
Do you have to concentrate on your flight, Ojutai?
Ooh, yes, I do.
Ooh, thanks, Cole.
So I have to do 2 constitution saves.
Yeah.
There it's
DM's pet.
so
I'm fair to
15,
everyone, okay?
15,
No, I know. It just reminded me of the critical role.
If I-
The critical role clip where
Yeah.
Liam does that, and they all like join him in unison in like a sing-song thing. It's funny.
I don't think I've seen it. You just send it to me.
It's a good one.
All right.
It's the only way I can get away with stretching my mechanics to the ends of their, you know.
So that's everybody in this cave gets affected by this. All right.
Oh,
You
fun.
guys, I need all of you guys to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is there a height to this?
It's 120 feet. Is
We're
what
all in
this-
it.
Fuck.
You're in it. Yeah.
What kind?
All of them?
Everybody.
Yeah, what
You're in
kind?
it. Yeah. I measured it out, Gangu. You're in it still.
29.
29.
Oh boy,
Con save. Okay.
that's really good.
It's a con save, yeah.
You can add
15.
bless. Ojutai.
Oh yeah,
What about when does the meal come in play for you guys?
that's on wisdom.
Wisdom
Wisdom.
saves. Mhm.
17 then.
This is not a fight for the wise.
27.
I got a 7. Big dwarven constitution over here, dude.
Even with your
I'm rolling everybody else's saves real fast.
just wipes out all the goblins, please.
If it were so easy. Alright, cool. So that is Kenny saved.
This music makes me feel like we're in the middle of like a Pirates of the Caribbean encounter. I'm very
Yeah,
excited
that's what
by
I
it.
was thinking.
And then, sorry, Oscar, Juan, and Harold. None of them saved. Alright, and then, sorry, I need to know, to make it easy for everybody, who got a 26 or higher on their con.
Damn,
Ringo.
that was the fucking DC. Hell yeah.
Fighting a kraken that way.
I did.
Ringo, Gingu.
Yeah, I definitely did not.
Alright, so Ojutai
Nope.
didn't, and Saoirse did not.
Right.
Cool. So first thing that happens is that
Cool.
everybody that failed can no longer concentrate on powers or spells until this creature's next turn. So if you're concentrating on something, that drops.
Okay.
If you failed.
Ojutai just falling. from
Yeah.
the
Now,
Ojutai is falling from the sky.
okay, yeah. So
Everybody who failed, you take 79 psychic damage,
Oh, fuck me. Okay, this is for real.
and the ones that save take half that. So that is 39 damage. If I'm doing, yeah.
Is question.
Mhm.
Small mechanical question. Is the effect to maintain concentration separate from the psychic damage that's happening? Or is the damage like...
This is all one effect. Like, this is all
Okay,
one-
so how would you rule if I have the Warcaster feat to have advantage to maintain concentration on a spell when I take damage is how it's worded. So
Okay.
would that affect
I'll let
I feel
you
like it
roll-
would not matter.
You know what? I'll play nice because that's a cool feat. I'll let you roll advantage on it because that's kind of like a weird like thing. Is that
16,
16?
how about
Still-
that?
Yeah. So there you go. So you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Bless is gone, boys.
I was gonna
How-
say,
how
you
much
still have
damage?
to roll a natural 20.
Yeah, exactly.
How much damage if you save?
79.
If you saved, it's 39. If you failed, it's 79.
So the concentration save, if you succeeded, is
39 damage.
20 or 19.
So it's
It's 20 or 19. It's half of that, half of the damage.
yeah.
10 or half of the damage you took.
Yes.
Okay, so is it 20 or 19?
Wait, you got me all confused.
Yeah. Hold on.
It's
Sorry,
just
I
to
was doing
maintain the
something else.
concentration on their
Well,
flying.
on the flying.
Okay.
It's half of 39, so is it 20 or
Yeah.
19?
We'll say 19. We'll go with the lower half.
That's nice of you.
Holy shit. Oh, okay, good.
Wow, you saved it. Holy.
But I forgot that I had a modifier, and I was like,
Wait, who
I
are the
just
ones
failed.
that
Fuck.
Who are the ones that you blessed with fly? It was Klein.
Not
and
Klein.
Oscar?
Klein has
Not
Klein's under the effect of the potion, so it was the
Right,
other two,
Oscar and
Oscar and Harold.
Right. All right.
I think Cormit, right?
But fucking ow, my brain.
Cormit swam.
Ormit
Yeah,
swam.
yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Okay. So you guys see Cormit takes that. Sorry, I'm almost done dishing out the damage. And McKinney saves, so he only takes half. Alright. So, immediately, Saoirse, as this comes out and this psychic blast kind of emanates throughout the cave and blasts everybody, you see Ojutai start kind of falling from the ceiling where he was flying. You see Harold kind of like get hurt and like drop to his knees. And then you see Oscar and Klein both fall out of like the air and hit the ground, and they're just kind of profusely bleeding out of their ears and eyes, and they look dead.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Harold and Oscar are both fucked.
No, Klein and Oscar, sorry. Harold, I might have misspoken. Harold's still heralding.
Oh man, this, might be the worst encounter for the cleric to roll a nat 20. I've already done my turn.
And that ends the creature's turn.
Still hasn't come up out of the water.
Nope. Cool. Gengu, brings us to you.
I kind of want to run. But,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do just standing on the dock up there. So, yeah, I am going to run.
Any spells with your hammer?
I don't see anything. So, it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Are there, well,
Could you do a free action perception check, water?
Yeah, I'd let you perceive.
I guess I could.
Mhm.
But does Gengu want to?
Oh, yeah. You can't be frightened. You had the
Hey,
hero's
you-
feast, bro.
And I didn't have the hero's feast.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
you
you didn't fuck.
But I also, wait, hold on. I don't think I can be frightened when I'm raging. But I'm not raging.
But would
But I'm also not
seeing
frightened.
would seeing this happen and you taking 79 damage make you pissed?
No, it makes me want to run because I hate sea creatures. I'm just gonna get over to here. Is there anyone like up here?
Up there at the moment, no, you don't see anything up there.
All right, I'm frantically looking left and right, panicking. Kind of having PTSD at the moment. I don't want to be anywhere near any of this, and I want to get out ASAP.
Gotcha.
That is my turn.
All right. That brings us to. Let's see. I think it's Rango's turn. Let me double check. No, sorry, it's Cormac's turn. You hear Cormac kind of splash up from out underneath this water over here. You don't see him, but he's just screaming. And he's just he's gonna use all of his movement, his swim movement, to try and get as far away.
Holy 60 feet swimming speed. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
He's cooking.
You just see the
You-
fucking splash just
You-
fucking.
yeah, you see, dude, maybe that's the creature. You have no. Well, Rango knows. But everybody else is a little bit, apprehensive about those splashes. After that, cool.
I
Go ahead.
think Chuchi's dead.
Okay.
Yeah. He only has 1 hit point. Yeah,
Oops,
She's just
out of
gone.
existence.
Yeah, you know that meme where it's like all the people like screaming and they like poof out of like where it's like the cat and like Ice Poseidon, or not Ice Poseidon, Moist Critical, where they like just like they're screaming and they just like blink out of existence.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Like he's just like and like he's just gone. Like you just hear the echo, the faint echo. All right. All these goblins start like multiplying at the edges of these like you realize it's like a nest of them basically, and there's like just tons like just kind of coming out of these like little cave formations, but not all of them have bows. So they're just kind of sitting there like getting really like amped up and like yelling a whole bunch, but they're not gonna attack. So they're just spending this turn just kind of getting each other all riled up. They're getting to see Baruku kind of do its thing. All right, Cole, that brings us to your turn.
Did it
Wait,
appear that
yeah,
any
it
of these guys were affected by the psychic shit?
No, they were not.
Okay.
It appears that they did not get affected by it.
Okay. Got it. Is fly 60 feet of flying speed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Ojutai just fell to the fucking ground.
Oh, he's falling.
Fine. I can run. I'm still faster than you.
How high did you fly up, Ojutai?
Like 30 foot.
Do you still have the ring of featherfall on you?
No, but I naturally get rid of like 65 points of fall damage.
Oh yeah, then you're good. Yeah. You're
All
like a
right.
cat.
Yeah.
I guess the first thing I'll do is see if I can't. Let me see how this works first before I.
So, Ryan, with Oscar and Klein, they appear to be unconscious, or are they dead?
They seem pretty dead.
Fuck.
God damn it.
They went out with a full belly.
Dude. Fuck.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that again. They appear.
Oscar and Klein are dead. They're dead. Because, like, it does make sense. They're probably, low-level adventurers, man. Like, it was 79 points. They probably have, like, a 35, 40-point health pool. They're just fucked. asked if they could stay on the ship, dude.
I
Oh my god! Oh, let me just go over here and throw up.
I told them they could.
They did make the choice, but still. Fuck.
Where the fuck is this thing that I'm looking for? Holy shit. Oh, there it is. How long does this last? Oh, that would be concentration. Kill me. Yeah, okay. Do I see this thing in the water?
You can do like a little perception check if you'd like to. You got a pretty good bird's eye view.
Just because I have bird's eye view doesn't mean it's good. 7.
Okay. You're still seeing splashes. You don't know where this creature begins, but you start to see tentacles poking out over here and over here.
All right. I am going to basically be booking it as far as I can this way, and simultaneously I'm gonna blast and then Shimmer of the Wrist blast some more at what I can see of it.
Okay.
So how far can I make it? Basically there.
I'll say that you can blast at this creature because you kind of have an idea where it's at, but it's going to be disadvantage because you don't have the best view of it.
Damn. What if I fire
near it.
specifically at the tentacles that I can see? I'm gonna repelling blast, so like odds are after the first couple of hits, I wouldn't see it anymore.
Is there a size?
There's not.
That's crazy.
But if this thing's spanning, yeah. I think if this thing's spanning the whole fucking place, it's yeah.
You can't move this.
Yeah, for sure. I was imagining I repelling blast and it like knocks those tentacles like down into the water, basically.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. So all right, I'll start rolling. But is it at disadvantage whenever I'm targeting the tentacles?
I'll let you just do a normal roll.
Okay, sick.
I'll be kind.
Hell yeah. 28 to hit.
28 hits.
Is that even the right thing? That wasn't even the right thing, but whatever. 11 magical force.
Okay.
And you just tell me when I stop having tentacles visible.
Cool. You blast these tentacles away. Some of them, there's still a couple that are up over here.
Okay.
That you can see.
And nothing happens to me when I hit this thing? Is that...
No.
Okay, cool. For 7 magical force.
All right. You blast a couple more. You feel like there's like a good like one more blast like hit, and then there would be no more tentacles over here that you could see, and you've kind of limited your view from these a little bit.
Okay. 15 magical force.
15 doesn't do it.
No, the damage. It was a 33 to hit.
Yeah, 15 doesn't. Cool. And you blast those tentacles back down.
Okay, and now it's a disadvantage at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just basically be blasting into the water back in that direction at this point. Like, maybe not even back in that direction, but like around, like, just fucking, yeah.
Okay.
Shots.
So 28.
28 hits.
9 magical force.
All right.
Then do Shimmer of the Wrist. Critical hit.
Oh, is it disadvantage?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, I have advantage on everything, so these are normal rolls.
I got you.
15 magical force.
Yeah. 15.
27 hit.
That hits.
8 magical force.
8
This
more
might
damage.
not. 18 to hit.
18 does not hit though.
Okay. And then 17 to hit. Yep. Okay. And that's all I got.
Right. Kenny's turn. He's gonna look around and just kind of see. He also got hit by this psychic blast, but he did save. He is going to look around, and he's going to probably, I would say, fly over towards kind of like Ojitai. And then Ojitai's falling. He's gonna attempt to like catch Ojitai, like on his back. So I'll say, Ojitai, you do a dex throw, and he's gonna do like an athletics.
Dex saving throw.
Yep.
Oh fuck! I'm still. No, you lost. Is Bless still up?
No, bro.
Okay.
Shit got shattered
that's
right
a
in the
natural
fuck out of my
one.
mind.
A natural one.
Yes.
All right. He is underneath of you, and he's holding firm, and you fall, and
TPK.
like you just kind of like don't manage to grasp onto him, so you continue falling below him. And that is what Kenny's gonna do on his turn. So we'll go back up to the very top of the order, which I believe takes us to Ojitai. No.
Did
Yeah,
Harold have a
Ojitai.
turn? Or
Yeah, Harold.
Oh yeah,
Kinkins?
my bad. Yeah, I did forget about Harold. Harold just watched two of his bros get absolutely destroyed. He's gonna use all of his movement, all of his action to flee.
Good call.
So he's gonna do just a dash action and just run. Cool. Ojitai, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'll eventually land on the ground there. And still kind of catch myself, so I don't take any damage. I'll look up at Kenny. Just don't come back for me. Run. And I am going to immediately use the shape of flowing water again, make another kind of ice bridge here.
Okay.
Run across and grab Oscar. Imagine he's the smaller.
Yeah, Oscar's the kind of like lighter elf.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you'll grab him up.
Yeah. So I'll grab him up and then gonna use action to dash. Going. Still at 20 foot of movement, so I can do another 70. Oh, but if I'm carrying someone, it halves that speed. So
Right, so it's 45, I think. Or 35, yeah, you're right.
Okay, so I'll get about there. Bonus action, spend another key point. Again. They're fucking hauling it. Yeah, 25 feet of movement. Put me right there.
All right. That completes your turn, Saoirse. It's your turn.
Oh, keys. Taking it all in. Search will move toward Klein. There's a little bit of a gap here where I can see the water. Is that right? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna take the anvil and kind of like splash some water up onto the area of the bridge that I'm resting on.
Okay.
I'm going to, as quickly as I can, take a little bit of the muddied clay from the water on the bridge, stone from the bridge, and dirt, and just look up at the ceiling of the cavern right above where I saw with my perception check, like the center of where like the ripples are coming from. Smash my hammer into all three of, the rock, dirt, and clay. I'm gonna cast Earthquake
Oh my
Okay.
God.
on the ceiling of the cavern
Yeah.
and attempt to collapse it right on into the pool.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
All right.
I don't really know how that's gonna work because
Yeah. There's no rolls for this, right?
so when affecting creatures standing within so it's 100-foot radius, so it's like a 200-foot
Yeah.
diameter circle from that point. Any creature like standing in that, if it was like on the ground, it says it's a Dex 20 save, and then there's like damage associated with that.
Yeah.
In terms of fissures, it says that it affects it basically in like a 10 by 10 by 10 like cube-ish thing.
Okay.
But yeah,
Is
I'll
it you
roll
drawing
whatever
that right
you
now?
like.
I'm drawing
No,
Okay.
no.
Show me, like, can you draw the radius? I just want to see exactly where you're casting this at.
So you said the center of it was coming from around here, right?
Yeah, pretty close to that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be from there.
Was it 100 diameter or
Lord.
100 radius?
Oh.
That's why I'm curious.
It's radius.
Oh,
Oh dear. That's the entire thing. That's everybody.
Yeah. No, we're fine. It has to start from the center. It'll be fine.
Just make the center like the way
yeah,
back
why
end.
not? Yeah, just do
That'd be
that.
fine. That'd be fine.
Yeah,
If you
like,
retcon that.
yeah.
Okay. At the very least, my intent was to try
Harm
to
them.
collapse
Right.
Around us.
over
get what you're saying.
the pool.
Sertius. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. And it just after I cast it and see it take in whatever way it might, I'm gonna grab Klein's like hands and I'm gonna begin dragging him, and I'll
Okay.
drag him half
So
my
that'll
movement,
have-
which
yeah.
is like 12.5 feet. But
Yeah. Okay. Come on, battle buddy.
yeah.
Cool. Sersha cast Earthquake. And the entire cavern begins kind of shaking back and forth. Stone begins falling from the cavern, at large clumps of it coming down. You can see a lot of the goblins just like fell off into the water. Some of them just like getting crushed by stones. Like all these goblins are getting just chewed up by the stone. Cool. So this is all happening currently. Does that complete your turn after you do this?
Yeah, I'm gonna drag Klein as far as I can, yell out to Kenny to get the fuck out of there.
All right.
And
Roll.
Yep.
This technically wouldn't be. Damn. This isn't magical damage because it's just regular bludgeoning because it's coming from the rocks falling. All right.
Oh, okay. In terms of like the fissures and certain like splitting and stuff, I do roll a d6. It says a total of 1d6 fissures open in the locations chosen by the DM.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll
I'll
that d6.
roll that. Oh, that's max. That's 6 total fissures in the ceiling. And they're like, yeah.
Yeah. So rocks just falling all over the place right now. And we'll go ahead and say I have like a shape tool. I do have a shape tool. Cool. We'll say a lot of stones fell here, here, like here, 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 And then we'll say there.
Oh, Kitty, get the fuck out of there, dude!
Cool. And that completes your turn.
Yeah.
All right. So these stones are falling and kind of blocking this path, right? You see coming up from. We'll do this.
Does any water start leaking in from the ceiling?
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Those are tentacles.
Yeah.
Is that what I saw?
Yeah. Kind of just the tips
Those are just
poking
the
out.
tentacles of it.
So they are going to start just kind of breaking up these rocks that fell.
Mm-hmm.
And basically what you can imagine based off this is that this thing has kind of gotten stuck by these rocks and is trying to clear a path for itself. So it's gonna go ahead and that's a nat 1 on the first one. So one of the tentacles gets jammed in the rocks and it's just not going good for it. It's gonna make another roll. That'll hit.
Scotty, I think you just saved all of our asses.
Yeah.
Earthquake.
I just on the long rest from Starmount, I changed out anti-magic field as an 8th level spell for Earthquake. So that's close.
All right.
Good choice.
Pretty much as soon as these rocks fell, it's cleared this little section out, this section off to the right, and this section's kind of cleared out. But all these other sections of rocks are still kind of there, and the cave-in's still happening. You've completely destabilized this entire area.
And I concentrate on this for a minute. Like in every one of my rounds, it sends a tremor again.
So wait, this is a concentration spell?
It is.
Yeah.
Did you save last time?
Well, I just cast it.
Yeah, but I think
Is it a persistent?
the effect it
is
concentrate
Psychic-
until its next.
concentrate on powers or spells until the start of the Kraken's next turn.
Oh. Well, fuck.
You
Well,
can
wait,
still
but wait,
cast it, you just can't get
Oh,
the after effects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can cast it. You just can't concentrate on it.
Okay.
So, you're done concentrating on it. So, it's starting to slow down a little bit, but like you still destabilize this cavern. That's still the thing that happened.
Yeah.
Cool. That is its turn. It spent its turn just trying to free itself. And that brings us to I have so many NPCs.
But that effect is now gone. As of
It's not like active
It
anymore.
won't read Tremor. Yeah, it won't read
Yeah.
Tremor.
Cormac's gonna use a dash
I
action.
meant the concentration thing from the
Oh, yeah.
beastie.
Corman's gonna use a dash action, and he's just gonna keep on swimming. So there's 60 feet, and then he's gonna
The wake of a motorboat going through the water.
Yeah, you just see the fucking fishtail.
Basically makes it to Chuchi. Yeah.
Cormant just kind of gets right here, because you got to climb up on the rocks and stuff. But he gets to out there. That ends Cormant's turn. Harold is gonna dash. So Harold's gonna go. He's gonna get to there. So that's all of his movement, and he's actually just gonna use like a jump action. Basically, is what he's gonna do. Just kind of jump right across there. They can do a little athletics. He's actually really good at athletics. He succeeds. That brings us to Gengu.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow suit. I'm gonna get to here. I'm gonna jump.
All right.
Do I need to check?
You can give me a little athletics if you want.
All right, I'm gonna smash it. 27.
Oh,
Bang.
easily.
All right, and then I am going to dash as well, and then make a second jump if
All right.
possible. And
Yeah,
get over here.
yeah. Give me another athletics to do that.
No problem. 27 again,
27. Easily done.
and that is it.
All right. That brings us to Rango.
Okay. I have a question.
Okay.
If so, Thunderstep reads that you can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can also teleport one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its carrying capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So actually, this isn't really a DM question. This is kind of just looking at the numbers. Sersh is carrying a dead man, so that guy doesn't count as a creature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to fly down to Sersh, who is carrying. Wait, no one. Wait, shit. Is no one carrying?
No, I was dragging him. I just couldn't.
Okay, so you've got him. You've got him.
tokens didn't work.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm going to fly down to Sersh.
Yep.
And I'll grab onto his shoulder, and then I'm going to cast Thunderstep.
Okay.
Hey, this is all pretty crazy.
So that is going to be.
Oh my fuck. My little legs. Thank you. My
Yeah.
God.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Excuse me.
We're going over here.
Bless you.
Thank
It
you.
was literally gonna take me 5 rounds to get to the
Oh,
fucking.
you
So. And then within 10 feet of your space. And then there's a thunderous boom. And if. What's the range on this?
Yeah.
10 feet of the radius that I left. So if there's if the creature is within 10 feet of the radius that I left, then they have to make a Constitution save of 21. And
I don't think he's in that.
okay,
And so is Sersha moved all the way over there with you as
yes,
well? All right.
it was Klein.
and climb.
We'll say for flavor, when they leave, they shatter that ice bridge.
Hey. Come on, Clyde. Dead Clyde.
Is that end your turn, sir?
I don't know what else to do with my bonus action. I only know one thing to do with my bonus action.
Know what to do with my hands.
I I do a little shimmer the wrist to try and like repeat the thunder step. Doesn't work, dude.
No. Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh, dude. Where
Yep,
the fuck
that's it.
is Jack?
That's it.
Is Jack Sparrow like running out of this cavern like drunkenly, just like across this right now, please?
Yeah. You see a goblin. You see a goblin like just
He's got a
Wait, I got you. Hold on.
and,
Ready?
yeah, he's
Ready?
got a bottle
Here we go,
of
here we go.
yeah, exactly. The goblin's just all right, so that does complete your turn though, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
All right, Kenny's gonna use a full dash. He's
What? He has an 80-foot fucking.
He's fast as
Fly-
fuck, boy. I was worried.
flying
I was worried about him. I did that, and then I was like, "Who's left?" And I was like, "Oh my god, he's so far back." But okay.
I knew he was gonna be fast. I just didn't know how fast.
yeah, with the
Holy
dash. He can
fuck.
burn the trail there.
You said
Alright,
don't turn back for me, and he said bet.
By the way, this really annoyed me when I placed this because I forgot in my description that I had this water rolling through here. That water's going backwards.
Yeah, whenever we
animated the
whenever
other
we
way.
entered and I saw where we were and I saw the other like cave at the other end, I was like, "Are we?" I was confused.
Yeah, the water should be going into this cave, not out. But oh well. Suspend your
Yeah, you know,
disbelief
if
for
you
a
did-
second.
It's going out into the bay.
That's
You're
right. Yeah, that's what I thought.
see it, then I wouldn't have
With the
noticed.
waterfalls and stuff, I thought it was just
Yeah.
going like leaking out into the bay or into the shore.
Yeah, no, but that annoys me. So that I did that. All right, Ojitai, your turn, sir.
See. So I'm moving at half speed, so I'm moving at 25 foot each time.
Mhm.
I can do regular move, dash move, double dash move.
Okay, beast.
Using my action and my bonus action to just fucking book it with appropriate jump checks, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Come on,
but
you were
if I'm
built for
using
this.
if me check read this, is if I'm using my bonus action to dash, and I also get my jump distances doubled.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
I don't even need you to roll then. I mean,
And spend 1 key point to take disengage or dash action, and that's a bonus action, and you can jump distance for your is doubled for the turn.
Do it.
Yeah, so I'm doing the double dash and just fucking booking.
got it.
I think 75 foot was like right there. All right, let's go.
And then
Harold, hurry up.
Harold's just he's booking it. After Ojitai, it does fall to Surge.
Is there anything I can do?
Book it.
to
Help Harold
help?
and run.
Yeah, I'm looking.
He's already carrying a body.
Harold is?
No,
No,
you.
you are.
Oh yeah. Okay, just in case, I'll throw a 4th level healing word at Harold. Oh, that is terrible. Fucking 3 1s in there. All right, 13 points of healing to old Harold.
Oof.
Damn.
13 points.
Yeah.
Cool.
Shit, that's a bonus action. I forgot about that. Then yeah, I'll use my actual action to dash
Got it.
and move another 25 feet total. So
Cool.
just
You
move
get
right to
basically right to the exit.
the yeah, with old Klein in tow.
If that completes your turn, back here.
Yep.
We're gonna do some rolls. Real quick. While I'm doing these rolls, it would fall to Harold. Because
Book it, Harold.
Harold's gonna get to here. He's gonna make his athletics real fast.
I'll be at the edge to
Fucking
catch him if he messes
fail.
up.
Oh, he got a 23. Boom. And then he's going to use the rest of his movement, and he'll get to about like right here. Which is pretty much the exit. After that, Gango, it falls to you.
Alright, I am. We have all the dead bodies, right? Serge, you got one of them, or
Yeah, Klein's with me.
Klein's with you? Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna be doing It's getting everybody moving along. I don't want to
Yeah.
cause any
That's his-
congestion in the narrow hallway, so
Yeah.
I'm letting
Since
everyone go
his
first.
shoulder is, just rotating, so it's just.
Yeah, it's like a centrifuge. Yeah.
Yeah.
While you're doing this, you just hear this absolute carnage of like basically like water splashing and like stone just being crushed. As you see, this bridge right here, like tentacles pop out underneath of it and like throw it up and like against this wall
Oh
and like
shit.
Okay.
dislodge it. So these tentacles are kind of like moved to here now.
Okay.
But it did spend its turn. That turn kind of digging the rest of itself all the way out, practically. And once again, this cave is still
Earthquake, go crazy.
Still kind
So
of
he's with Search, right?
yeah. That guy's research. Yeah.
Got it.
I'll say what I'll do is I'll say at this point, you guys have all of you guys would have enough time and movement to get out of the cave if that's what you all were wanting to do.
Yeah, I think we're just looking at.
Okay.
I don't know what,
Yeah.
guys. We should probably kill this thing. You know, it looks like a lot of.
Fuck up, Rango.
Yeah.
But
Might be some cool shit in the caverns.
Think of all the gold.
Think of all the loot.
So if everybody's leaving then
Yeah.
this cave,
Yeah.
this cavern. Okay.
Yes.
With everybody doing that, we'll say that you guys make it to the exit, the other side where MP Royce was kind of sitting out waiting. And before we start that conversation, all everything else, I'm gonna go. I think now's a good point to end the session.
Sounds good.
Back to the ship.
Fuck. Ryan, were you gonna kill us all? That
Well,
thing
the
seemed
earthquake saved us.
fucking
The 75,
wild.
the 75 damage
Oh,
to
dude,
everyone
the
was
The
wild.
opening of no concentrated spells, 79 psychic damage
Yeah.
with a DC of 26 to save. I don't know what the fuck this thing is.
Pretty crazy.
Gotta be a kraken, right?
Yeah, surely or something.
I know. Speak. No,
Yeah.
I would never purposely try to. Kill you
Oh, I
guys,
know, I
obviously.
know. I'm just
But-
teasing.
I'm gonna challenge you guys because that's what makes it fun.
Definitely. Well, that's what I've liked over the last couple encounters. Like, it's not like like we talked about last time in terms of the snatch and grab, kind of
Yeah.
another snatch and grab action.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, dude, can you imagine if we, dude, how would we even fight? It wasn't even coming out of the water. I don't even know how we would kill this thing.
I do have one question of just would this thing have been immediately hostile if we didn't just blast guys immediately?
Not immediately,
Uh,
but
If we
like
just run.
I don't feel like that. I mean, I and Rango also didn't feel like there was going to be any situation where we all get out of here alive with the mask, one way or the other.
I will not speak on such of the mental state of these creatures.
The second that there was a thing on a totem and there's a bunch of like indigenes chanting, my mind went to fucking the Pete, who I can't remember the director, but the Jack Black King Kong,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Peter Jackson. I can't remember.
I
There
don't
could
know
have
that-
been trials of Brock.
Yeah,
or Brock
I was
movement.
waiting to see if they did a trial or something, and it was just we're attacking.
It does in retrospect, it does make sense that there might be some sort of because this thing is so deadly.
Mm-hmm.
Like to be able to get out of here without having to encounter it at all. That would be interesting. It's not our style, man.
I don't know.
Fucking
I don't know.
dude, like just like the opening sequence of the first season of Vox Machina. Just a band of adventurers just so ready, and then they just get absolutely obliterated.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
What came to mind when Klein and fucking Oscar just first action of the creature, they're just fucking dead.
It was literally like when you read a book and there's a one sentence like motherfucker died. You know, like, what? Did I just read that right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you guys have picked up their corpses, because I just gave them like hundreds of gold worth of shit.
That's what he, of
That's
course,
all
that's
you're
what he
worried
cares
about, yeah.
Get that shit back
My
off of him.
immediate thought was just, we have a very high level cleric that can probably just like, you're back alive, buddy.
I mean, we do need. I do need diamonds, but yeah, I can.
Rango
I've
probably
I've
has a
kept.
couple of those.
Yeah, I've kept a couple just
Daryl
in
on it.
case.
Daryl get him
Yeah.
those diamonds to you in 3 to 4 business days.
Yeah, I have enough gems to make it work, but yeah.
It wasn't my intention to just automatically kill those guys right off rip like that. It just kind of happened. It reminded me a lot of when you guys were in the swamp.
Yeah.
With,
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody. With
Guys
nobody.
did just
Yeah.
explode.
yeah. Once again, it was fucked this time as well.
it also kind of reminded me of what's his name, Mikey or Michael at the university. that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
on
yeah.
acid.
The worm.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was funny.
That was because you put your hammer in the machine, wasn't
That
it?
was
Yeah,
he
malfunction.
blew up the
Yeah.
hammer and it killed him.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Good
Another
times.
TPK avoided, you know. If anything screams level up, you know, it's nothing like avoiding a TPK.
my
Am I
God.
right, fellas? I mean, am I right,
We didn't
fellas?
really do anything though.
Not just yet.
We did.
Not just yet.
What do you mean we didn't do anything, dude? We got the white mask and we escaped.
Well, as far
The
as
devil.
yes,
Yes,
campaign progression, we got some experience, but as far as battle goes, we didn't really do much of anything.
I don't know, man. We killed a necrotic
just
dragon, lich. We fucking.
Not just yet. Not just
Yeah,
yet.
but we leveled up right before we went to Starmount. I'm pretty sure we just leveled up like 3 or 4 sessions ago. Yeah, I know it's felt like a long time, but
Yeah, not just yet. Not just yet.
we strong, we capable.
Y'all strong. You're capable. I mean, Sersha just caused an earthquake.
Yes,
Pretty
that was
crazy.
pretty crazy. I'm glad
Um,
you did it, because I was thinking, how can I bring this bitch down?
Yeah.
You
as soon
had
as- dude, as
water
soon as that
breathing.
whole
You could have
thing-
just jumped in, dude.
With the tentacles?
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah, I'm just booking it. That's too much PTSD for one day.
All right. Cole, do you know what time we're supposed to be leaving to go to this thing?
I don't know when we're leaving now.
Okay. I'm going to jump out of here, though, because I got to talk to Jared about our plan of action tonight. I think he's in the other Discord still. He is.
Yeah. Go ahead and
So, I gotta-
kiss the
Alright,
stream
I'll
goodbye, boys.
Goodbye,
Bye,
stream.
stream. Bye,
Adios.
guys.